Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to another edition of NDB Media's Sports Talk with the Guys, home of the Monday morning quarterbacks on Saturday. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, no one is safe while we troll the digital airwaves. Join us as we discuss the latest news in the world of sports and review events of the past week. No fantasy sports here. I mean, we are adults after all, but that's neither here nor there. Because we don't play fantasy sports, we keep it real, and as such, we kill brain cells. And as such, I got to work on that. We are definitely the purveyors of the zombie apocalypse. You have been warned. We are repetitive and redundant. We are the internet's ongoing traffic wreck. And good morning to everyone here at Sports Talk with the Guys. And what a glorious morning it is. Today is September 7th, 2024. Wow, 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 wow. I'm the scorekeeper, and joining me today is the incredible and the lovely NorCal girl. How you doing this morning, young lady?
Oh my lord, I think I'm gonna faint. That's so sweet. What's up with you?
Did you notice I was looking down? That's because I was
Y-
searching for material.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's
It's
what
one
I
of those
thought.
mental things. Yeah, stop
Yeah.
it. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good actually this morning.
How's the
I was
weather up
surprised.
there?
Oh, it will right now. It's just rolled over to 70, and it's going to be 104 later. But like I was saying off camera, we could have fire issues again because we're getting gusty winds from about noon to 3 o'clock, rolling right through the same burn area that we just got over with the park fire. So
Absolutely horrible. Today it says it's going to get to 106, overnight low of 80. So it's going to be warmer tomorrow at the same time, which is absolutely atrocious. It is humidity is 59% right now. Pressure is stable at 29.81 inches. Visibility is at 9 miles, even though the sunrise will be at 6:29 a.m., which is approximately 25 to 26 minutes from now. The wind is heading to the south, the slightly southeast tilt at 1 mile per hour. I wish it would we were blowing more than that, but hey, the wind is the wind. The dew point is at 62 degrees. UV index is 0 of 11, and we are in a waxing crescent. Taking a quick look at that which has come before us today in sports. Back in 1896, A.H. Whiting wins the first automobile race held on a closed circuit track in Cranston, Rhode Island. Back on this day in 1923, Boston Red Sox Howard Enke no hits the Philadelphia A's 4 nothing. In 1941, the U.S. National Championship women's tennis, Forest Hills, New York, Sarah Palfrey Cook beats fellow American Pauline Betts Addy 7-5, 6-2, and sweeps all three women's titles. In the Ascara Formula One champion in 1952, Alberto Ascari of Italy in a Ferrari wins Formula One World Drivers' Championship with victory in season ending Italian Grand Prix at Monza. Wins total by 12 points from countryman Giuseppe Farina. In 1953, U.S. National Championship men's tennis, Forest Hills, New York. Tony Trabert beats fellow American Vic Sexas 6-3, 6-2, 6-3 to win his first of five major titles. In 1955, New York Yankee Whitey Ford becomes the fifth Major League Baseball pitcher to hurl consecutive one hitters. In 1960, wow, there was actually quite a bit of stuff happening in 1960. Future Constantine II, the last king of Greece, wins the Dragon class sailing gold medal at the Rome Olympics. Wow, royalty actually did something for once. Back in 1968, U.S. Open women's tennis, Forest Hills, New York. England's Virginia Wade wins first Open era U.S. singles title and beats Billie Jean King 6-4, 6-2. That's the one she had lost.
yeah,
I had thought about that 18 years ago and I couldn't remember and I was too damn lazy to look. Back in 1975, Pakistani all-time great batsman Hanif Mohammed plays final at bat of first-class cricket for Pakistan International Airlines versus Hyderabad at Nias Stadium in Hyderabad. Wow. And finally, back in 1984, Mets Dwight Gooden's 11 strikeouts gives him the national rookie record at 236. Wow, a lot of stuff. Liz, anything you wanted to add to history?
No, not at the moment. I think you covered a mouthful.
Wow, indeed. Ah, sports and mouthful. Never would have put that in common, but or kept that in common, or used that in common, or whatever. I'm butchering English. At the Telstra, as such, the Pelstra in the NRL Telstra Premiership Round 27, the games on September 5th. The Storm really banged the Broncos 50 to 12. The Eels on the 6th, 60 to 26 over the West's Tigers. The Roosters 36 to 28 over the Rabbitohs. Raiders edged the Dragons 26-24. Earlier today, the Cowboys blasted the Bulldogs 44 to 6. The Panthers visiting the Titans 18 to 12. And later today at 9 p.m. Pacific time, the Sea Eagles visit the Sharks. And at 11:05 p.m., the Knights visit the Dolphins. Woohoo! In AVP, we're going to take a quick look at the schedule. I think they were in Chicago last week. But the next event coming up is at the UCLA Tennis Center, September 14th through the 15th. It is League Week 1 in Los Angeles, California, followed by League Week 2, September 21 through the 22nd at the Hard Rock Tennis Center in Miami, Florida. Week 3 will be at Viejas Arena, SDSU, September 28th to 29 in San Diego, California. League 4, HEB Center at Cedar Park, Austin, Texas. Week 5, October 12th to the 13th at the Delray Beach Tennis Center. Week 6, Front Wave Arena in Oceanside, California. Week 7, the Honda Center. Actually, not too far from here in Anaheim, California, nor is Oceanside. It's just about the same. Comerica Center, November 2nd and 3rd. Week 8 in Dallas, Texas. And Dignity Health Sports Park, November 9th through the 10th. The AVP League Championship in Los Angeles, California at Dignity Health Sports Park, which I may have already mentioned. Wow. So in the leaderboard, taking a look at it looks like the women are not playing today, but the men in the leaderboard, I'll take a look at them right now. The PGA Team Golf Championship in Scottsdale, Arizona, September 8th, September 7th, and the 8th. Wow. That's going on. You have the Ascension Charity Classic in St. Louis, Missouri, September 6th through the 8th. And on that one, we have Yi Yang -6, 65. Bo Weekly -5, tied with Ricardo Gonzalez, Kevin Sutherland at -5 and 66. So not too bad. In IndyCar, the next upcoming event will be September 15th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The Big Machine Music City Grand Prix, presented by Gainbridge. It's going to be at the Nashville Speedway, Lebanon, Tennessee. We have 8 days, 5 hours, 50 minutes, and 17 seconds. Mark. I'm not calling for Mark. In the NHRA Championship Drag Racing, the next event will be the NHRA Nationals at Maple Grove Raceway, presented by Mission, September 12th to the 15th. Hashtag Reading Nights at Reading, Pennsylvania. Formula One, the next event. Oh, yeah, we're in between weeks, aren't we?
Yeah.
Will be on September 13th to the 15th. Formula One Qatar Airways, the Azerbaijan Grand Prix of 2024. On September 20th to the 22nd will be Singapore. And October 18th to the 20th, Formula One Pirelli United States Grand Prix in the United States, of course. For NASCAR. Woohoo! Taking a quick look at the playoff standings. Kyle Larson is number 1. He's plus 35. Christopher Bell is plus 27. Tyler Riddick plus 23. William Byron plus 17. Ryan Blaney plus 13. Denny Hamlin plus 10. Chase Elliott plus 9. Brad Klazowski in the Ford car plus 3. Joey Logano is +2, and Ford and Austin Cindric rounds up the top 10 at +2, tied with Joey Logano, also driving for Ford. The number one car, Kyle Larson, is in a Chevrolet. So, taking a look at the scores in Major League Baseball for last night. Starting off, I guess it was the first game. Yankees shut out the Cubs at Wrigley Field 3-0. Heel over Wicks. Rockies 3-2 over the Brewers. Feltner over Montes. And Kinley picked up the save. In the Yankee victory, Weaver picked up his first save. Sorry about that. The Orioles 2-0 over the Rays. Kremer over Baz. Dominguez picked up the ninth save. The Mets, oh my God, the Mets 6-4 over the Commies. Butto over Wilson. The Black Sox lost to the Red Sox at Fenway Park 3-1. Kelly over Foster. Winkowski picked up his first save. The Phillies, oh my goodness, this was a factor of 8, 16-2 over the Miami Marlins. Wheeler wins his 14th over Kitchen, who took his first loss. The Braves, so Dan Schlossberg got one, 3-1. Freed over Gaussman, and Iglesias picked up his 31st. The Angel, oh my lord, the Angel. To quote Ghostbusters, we got one. The Angels 5-1. Oligari picks up his first, and Garabito takes the loss as they beat the Rangers 5-1. The A-holes 8-0 over the Diamondbacks. Valdez over fifth, and the America AAA team 5-0 over the Gemelitos. Reagans versus Matthews. The Seahawks 6-1 over the Cardinals. Miller over Fetty. The Athletics, sorry Tony, 7-6 over the Tigers. Holman over Brisky. The Padres 5-1 over the hated ones. King over Black. And the Guardians took it to the Doyers 3-1. Boyd over Knack. Clace picked up his 42nd. And apparently there was a rain delay, and it will be made up today. Nationals at Pirates. Do you have the standings, young lady?
Of course I do. For the American League East, we have the Orioles, 82 wins, 60 losses. The Yankees at 81 wins over 60 losses. And the Boston Red Sox at 71 over 70. Tampa Bay Rays, 69 wins and 72 losses. Toronto Blue Jays at 67 wins over 75 losses. Moving on to the American League Central, the Guardians at 81 wins over 60 losses. Kansas City Royals, 77 wins and 65 losses. Minnesota Twins, 76 wins, 65 losses. The Detroit Tigers, 71 and 71. The Chicago White Sox, they've actually improved. 31 wins over 110 losses. Moving on to the American League West. The A-holes at 76 wins and 65 losses. The Mariners at 72 wins over 70 losses. The Rangers at 68 wins and 74 losses. The Oakland A's, keep your mouth quiet, 62 wins over 80 losses. I do not want them coming to Sacramento. Los Angeles Angels at 59 wins over 82 losses. Moving on to the National League East, the Phillies at 85 wins over 56 losses. The Braves at 77 wins over 64 losses. The Mets at 77 wins and 64 losses. Tied. And, of course, the Nationals at 62 wins and 78 losses. Moving on to Miami. The Marlins at 52 wins and 89 losses. National League Central, the Brewers at 81 wins and 60 losses. The Cubbies at 72 wins and 69 losses. The Cardinals, 71 wins over 70 losses. The Reds at 68 wins over 74 losses. And the Pirates at 66 wins over 74 losses. National League West, the Dodgers at 84 wins and I'm so glad the losses are only at 57. The Padres at 81 wins and 62 losses. Diamondbacks, 79 wins over 63 losses. The hated ones, 69 wins and 73 losses. The Rockies, they are at 53 wins and 89 losses.
And thank you for that, Liz. And as we go over, obviously the best team in baseball, it looks now to be the Los Angeles Dodgers at
Padres.
84 and 57 with the 596 winning percentage. No, I apologize. Oh, they are the second best team in baseball. I am so sorry. I got a little excited there, I suppose. Philadelphia Phillies coming off an 8-2 last 10 games and winners of 6 in a row have reclaimed the best team in baseball at 85 and 56. The Dodgers are second at 596. And then you have, of course, the Baltimore Orioles at 577, Yankees at 574, tied with the Guardians. Wow. Those are the top 5 teams in baseball. As far as runs scored, the Yankees are dropping to third. You have the Brewers at 134, run differential. The Phillies are at 130. The Yankees are at 121. Los Dodgers are at 110. And the Orioles at 101. So, wow, that's impressive. The best home record so far has to go to the team with 47 wins, and that's Philadelphia at 47 and 25. That's just absolutely impressive.
Mm-hmm.
The best road record so far at this point in Major League Baseball is, wow, shockingly, the New York Yankees at 44 and 29. And then you have the Orioles at 40 and 29. These are the only teams that have 40 wins on the road. The Brewers 40 and 32. Then you have the Padres at 41 and 29 and the Diamondbacks at 40 and 32. So some people like cooking when they're away from home, which is kind of interesting. So finally, for Major League Baseball, we're going to take a look at the standings, and I have to sneeze, so I ask you to forgive me.
Bless you.
Ugh. You know what they say, that's the next best thing, too. So, all right. Forgive me, folks. It's a tad warm right now, and it is what it is. But anyway, in the wild card standings in Major League Baseball, you have, of course, the American League leaders, the Orioles in the East, the Indians in the Central, and the A-holes in the West. So the wild card holder right now is the New York Yankees at +5. The America's AAA team is half a game, and then you have the Gemelitos holding the final spot. And looking outside in, it's starting to open up. It is the seventh, so you still have a bit of time, but you have the Mariners at 4.5 back, the Red Sox 5, the Tigers 5.5, the Rays 7. Then you start getting unrealistic at the Texas Rangers 8.5, Blue Jays 9.5. Everyone else is pretty much out of it. In the National League, you have the Phillies ensconced at first, the Dodgers in the West, the Brewers in the center. And I say them in that order because that's the order of prominence they have. Phillies being the best, Dodgers second, Brewers third. The national wild card holder right now is the Padres, and they're up 3 on everyone else. Then you have the Arizona Diamondbacks at 1.5. And then you have 2 teams tied for the last spot right now at 77 and 64. So on the outside looking in, it's already starting to stretch. You have the Cubbies at 5, the Cardinals at 6, the hated ones 8.5, the Commies at 9.5. Yeah, that's Pirates 10.5. That's pretty much it at that point. So it is very, 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 very interesting. And officially, who has been eliminated? The Chicago Black Sox, we know, have been eliminated. Officially, Miami has been eliminated. They're 25 back. This is from divisional play. Is it possible for them to make the wild card? Not for the Black Sox. Is it possible that Miami? No, I think they've also been eliminated from wild card contention as well. So, actually, when I mentioned games back, the White Sox are 49.5 back. They're out. For the wild card, they're 44.5. They're out. The Miami team is 33 back for the division. They're out. But wild card 25, yeah, they're out. The Rockies have also been eliminated at 31.5 and 24.5, respectively. Everyone still has a mathematical chance. I said that seriously. So I want to give a shout out to those that are giving us love this morning: Olivia, Elizabeth Cooper, and Peter Gama. Thank you for that. And we are going and blowing this early in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. So it's absolutely awesome. I'm going to see if I can get some birthday shout outs and see if I get lucky this morning on the birthday shout outs. So let me see. I don't think I have them. Do you have any birthdays that you want to get to this morning there, young lady?
Mhm. None that I can think of.
I have a bunch of friend requests, but they look fake. We checked our profile. They had like 2 images.
Oh boy. And they're your friends or friend
No,
requests?
they friend requests.
Oh.
Yeah, I surprised they don't have any birthday notices at the moment. So I sorry, I messed up. And I think the minute I say that, I think I have it. No, I don't. All right. Well, nope, there it is. Birthdays. Upcoming birthdays: Carlos Garcia, September 9th. Janice Wilcox, September 10th. Ronald B. Moore on the 11th. David R. Alcala on the 11th. Nick Valente on September 12th. Andrea Lamont, September 13th. And the mayor of Hawthorne, California, Alex Vargas, on September 13th. And he is running for re-election, so good for him. And very well done, Mr. Mayor of Hawthorne. And I believe the Beach Boys originated in Hawthorne, did they not?
Yes, it did.
Yeah, didn't know that. He reminded me.
Oh.
We interviewed him a few times when he was running for office, and we proposed a debate in the city, and no one came.
Oh boy.
Bunch of wusses. Well, I'm gonna have to get my cup of water in a moment. I have the ice in the mini fridge out there, so I'm gonna get it. But I need to take a quick cup of. I need to take a quick sip of my Joe this morning. I prefer to say Joe as opposed to coffee because we have coffee in the chat room. Oh, absolutely stupid of me not to have mixed them.
Well, at least you didn't mix something else.
Hot tua? You mean something like that? Can't believe I did that.
I can't either.
As a matter of fact, I'm watching Haley. I'm following Haley on
Oh no.
her site, and I absolutely adore the young lady because one of the first things she did, she went to a shelter to help animals, and there were people that were being stupid saying, "This is what you're going to do with your 15 minutes of fame," and her answer
Why
was
not?
to that effect. She says, "I have no fame, I have nothing, but this is what I'm going to do. This is who I am." Haley, oh my God, Haley, there's a lot of good to you, young lady. So I appreciate what she's doing. I admire that young lady, and woman's got a sense of humor, damn it. And
Yes, she does.
she's not an airhead for being a blonde. She is not. Oh my God, that young lady is sharp.
Uh,
Ugh.
I'm actually surprised I can talk this morning. I'll be honest with you. I did nothing but scream over the last 2 days, and Thursday I got severely reprimanded by my 19-year-old daughter. She came in hands on hips like a 40-year-old mom going after a teenager because I was screaming so loudly at that final play with the Chiefs. And she's like, "Mom, you had better be seriously hurt or dying to be screaming like that." So, yeah, I thought it was funny. That wasn't much better yesterday. It's like, I swear to God, give both these teams ice skates. Maybe they won't slip so much.
Want to remind everyone, folks, that we will be kicking off officially on Sports Talk with the Guys, our NFL Week 1 at 7 a.m. Pacific time. So I'm going to ask you to be ready to go. And I don't know if Liz already has something that she wants to get to this early in the morning. And if not, I'm going to have to take a quick look because I was
Uh,
preoccupied. I didn't start up with any of my things that I normally do.
hang on. I got
Want to
something.
welcome everyone who's watching us live. We've got 3 people on Facebook on our Sports Talk with the Guys page. Give us a like, give us a follow, please subscribe. Do appreciate it. If you comment, let us know who you are and where you hail from. We do appreciate that. And we have someone checking us out on NDB Media on the Facebook page as well. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So why don't you get to that one, Liz, please, and get us going on September 7th? Yes, you're the one that's going to get us going.
Oh, Jay, thanks. As I hope at least you're aware, but after we had our program last Saturday, Ricky Purcell from the 49ers was actually involved in a shooting where he was shot just going grocery shopping. Um, and he today, well, last night actually, about 8 o'clock, they released a press release saying that he is now back basically on the team waiting to practice. And this is the statement that they gave. It says 5 days after he was shot in the chest in downtown San Francisco, and San Francisco is a crap town right now, unfortunately. San Francisco's 49er receiver, Ricky Purcell, was already back watching his team practice on Thursday. As the Niners opened their official work week leading to Monday night's showdown against the Jets, Purcell strolled out onto the field a few minutes into Thursday's session, wearing dark 49ers t-shirt, gray sweatpants, and a pair of cleats. He tossed the football to himself as he watched his fellow receivers go through individual drills. It was his first time in public making an appearance since he was shot by 17-year-old male suspect while shopping for luggage in near San Francisco Union Square. And I will say again, we have a lot of friends that work in that area, and it has become a hellhole. Um, and just everybody, just be careful when you're down there. Make sure your cars are locked. Make sure stuff is hidden because that's what they're going for. Anyways, it says basically an hour after Purcell's practice on the field, the coach recounted that it was an emotional Saturday. He said it was really tough, and we just knew that he had just gotten shot, and that's all we knew. And it took us about an hour to figure out even what hospital he was in. So we made a couple of calls to people which had it, and we took it from them. But none of us knew exactly what was going on or anything. 40 minutes or so after the initial call, Shannon got another call saying that Purcell was conscious, talking, and going to survive. But he was confirmed fully when Purcell called Shanahan via FaceTime. It was at that first time then I knew he was all right. So as of this moment now, he's back doing some of his practices and stuff. We don't actually know when he will be involved in a game, hopefully soon, but we don't know.
I want to take this moment to bring on the big dog. Good morning, young man. How are you doing?
Hola, ¿cómo estás todos?
I don't know if you caught that, but we Liz was giving us an update on Ricky Pearsall that he's already at practice, not 5 days after. Now he's watching practice. He's not taking a part in practice.
Correct.
Yeah, after having been shot in the chest. So that is a big deal. Good for him. And dude, going shopping. I mean, look, it's stupid of me to have said that, but the most obvious thing is, man, you're going shopping and you're getting shot. I mean,
Yeah.
it's pretty bad, and it's absolutely horrible. I do want to add 2 more shout outs. Thank you for the likes. We're now up to 4. Gridiron Girl and Aisha Kerr. Aisha, I don't care if they're constructing the Golden Gate, the Tappan Zee, or the Pas de Calais. I know it hasn't been constructed yet, but that bridge, come on over, come on in. I understand they're making a lot of noise, but hell, I got the dogs over here that are really stupid. So come on in and join us.
Speaking of noise, how do I sound? Am I okay?
No,
No?
your usual leaping.
And your technical issues are annoying as well.
Exactly.
Damn it, that was quick. We
Yeah.
usually do that. The minute we detect, all of Big Dog and I are like gone to reset.
So, all right. What are you sitting over there munching on?
Am I making that much noise?
No, you're just making me hungry. Oh, those are good.
Yeah, Gmo snuck them in 2 or 3 days ago, and I just opened the bag this morning.
Ah,
So,
okay. Use
right now,
that.
folks, some of the worst teams in Major League Baseball have lost 110 games, and the Chicago Black Sox have arrived, and they are there at 110. We do know that the worst team ever, at least in a 169, sorry, I was somewhere else, at 162 game schedule, of course, are the New York Mets, an expansion team. So, they're the worst. But the oblique or the opposite of that, oh, that might not have been appropriate. But damn it, I forgot my geometry term. An acute and oblique. Anyway, the Mets are at 120 losses, a 250 winning percentage. Worst expansion team ever. The best expansion team ever was the 1961 California Angels at 70 and 91 and 1. So, but no one traveled a rougher road than the Mets in 1962. The pitching staff was 5.04, and it was absolutely horrid at 120 losses. They hold a record right now. And as we spoke earlier, the Black Sox have crossed 110 losses. I mean, folks, unfortunately, that is hallowed ground when it comes to sadness. So, uh, we shall see. In 1962, the Mets hold the record. The Detroit Tigers of 2003 came in second at 119 losses. The Philadelphia Athletics of 1916, 117. The Boston Braves, sorry, Dan, tied the 1935 Boston Braves, tied with the Baltimore Orioles at 115 losses. Wow. But due to the number of games, the Braves had a 248 winning percentage and the Orioles had 290. And coming in at sixth, the 2019 Detroit Tigers at 114 losses. Wow. Those were two sucky. It looks like every decade, the Tigers, as of the last 2 decades, have been bad. So I think the Tigers are due for another horrible season this next decade. But wow, absolutely horrid. Could you see yourself, Big Dog, as a Black Sox fan?
I mean, I'm almost there as an Angels fan, so I mean, we're at what, 8 straight seasons, 9 straight seasons of under 500 ball for the season. And also, do I sound any better?
No.
No.
It's like the camel, the electronic camel is there.
Yeah.
It's humping after every
All
word.
right, let me change platforms.
Sorry, Big Dog.
I'm usually the one with all of the technical crap going
So
on.
he did a digital change of clothing.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny.
But
Liz, you are doing a phenomenal job. Would you please go ahead and NorCal girl? Please continue with the next story that you have there while I set up for football.
all right. Hang on one second. I didn't have it in my hand. I just wanted to
Lucky
notice
you.
this. Oh, shut up. I just noticed this morning that this came across regarding the Ravens Chiefs game. Apparently, it set kickoff records at 28.9 million viewers. It's in Kansas City thrilled um, to 27-20 victory. I believe it was amazing victory on Thursday night and was one of the most watched NFL game since it started in 2002. The game had a total audience average of 28.9 million, surpassing the 27.6 million that watched the New England Patriots defeat the Pittsburgh Steelers in the 2015 opener on NBC. Streaming did not start getting added to the audience figures until 2016. This was a 5% increase from the 27.5 million that watched Detroit beat Kansas City in last year's opener. Despite the start of the game being delayed 20 minutes due to a storm which included lightning and light rain, NBC averaged 24.3 million according to the Nielsen records, with the audience peaking at around 33 million during the second quarter. The game also drew 37 share on NBC, which is the network's largest for any regular season game since it started carrying NFL prime time game packages in 2006. It shared the percentage of all television sets used to be a given time watching within a program. So, and that is according to the Adobe Analytics, which is streaming on Peacock, NBC, and NFL.
Yeah, folks, 28.9 million. Cut it out, man. That's a large
That's a
audience
lot.
on
Yeah,
a non-holiday Thursday.
exactly.
28.9 surpassed the record of the 2015 opener of the Patriots defeating the Steelers on NBC, which had a 27.6.
Hatted.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, Big Dog.
Hatted. What the hell's hatted?
Yeah, that's why.
Do I sound any better?
You do,
A little
young
bit,
man.
yes.
Okay. Well, at least we were treated to one hell of a game. I mean,
Oh
it
my
literally came
God.
down to the last second, and I was laughing. I heard Norcal go earlier talking about her daughter yelling at her,
Oh, you
and she
heard
had
that?
yeah, and I know you posted right after it happened that you said your daughter came down and reprimanded you.
Oh, she was like the mother holy hell doing the teenager, I literally felt about 2 inches, not that big. So,
Well, you're a football fan. You're a fan. You're a sports fan. You're passionate about your sport that you watch.
apparently a
And
little too
you
passionate for
have
her.
skin in this game. That's what
Mm,
it means. And it
And
means
once a- and
showing up
once
every
again
week.
and once again, I was bitten in the ass for switching my teams, just like NorCal last year.
I'm
Because
scared to death. I've switched a
I
couple of
switched
them.
off the Packers. I switched excuse me, I switched onto the Packers. I had the Eagles, but because of what Tony had said and the fact
Hmm.
that Tony, went against his team, I was like, okay, what does he know? So I switched, and of course, got bit in the ass. God damn it!
That was a close ass game, though.
Yes, it was.
They were fighting it back and forth. And I was saying earlier, I swear to God, somebody needs to give these guys skates. It's the only way they can stop from sliding.
Um, I didn't see a lot of that game because I was babysitting, and
That game was so
uh,
frustrating. There were more flags thrown on the field than I swear to God.
Oh, is that the one that Gridiron Girl was complaining about that the NFL or a certain team signed the refs to a major record
oh
deal?
no, that was she was talking
No,
about the Chiefs that the Chiefs
yeah, that
signed,
was the Chiefs.
and it's funny that she put that one, but I mean it had nothing to do with. I mean there were a lot of calls, yes, but I mean it came down to that receiver stepping on the line,
Yeah,
but
I one toe.
yeah, that's why. Well, you
That
saw
was
my comment.
horrible.
You saw my comment saying, if he was a 12 and a half, a size 12 and a half instead of size 13, they
Oh
would have
yeah,
had the possibility to tie because, of course, he started to make the field goal. But um, I have a question since I didn't get to really see the game. I was off and on because my grandson, of course, rules all. So whatever he says goes as far as
get
what he
him
wants to
down
watch
and
on
get him into
TV.
football.
He's into his Transformers right now. He's into Bumblebee. But anyways, what happened to Jordan Love? Why was there a different quarterback at the end of the game?
Because he got hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now,
I figured that's what happened, but I didn't get
Yeah.
a chance to check.
I missed the type of injury. Do you know what it was? I know he was in the pocket and he turned around and he did the shovel. When if you look at it, his brain did the shovel, but I think he got hit. So I don't think he actually threw it. The ball just comes out of his hand in the direction of the receiver. Do you know what the injury was?
The way he got hit and everything, it was either his ankle or his Achilles.
Damn it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was quite a bit to get him off the field. So.
Look,
So if it's an Achilles injury, so that means Aaron Rodgers is doing some crazy juju in that black cave that he goes into.
Something.
Oh, didn't think about that. Huh.
But yeah.
But it's so far it's been a great way to start off the NFL season. I mean, 2 great games that went down, to the last play.
I will say one thing. I'm in love with Barkley.
Yeah.
Oh my God. 3 touchdowns in the opening game for them. That kid not only has speed, he has agility, and man, he can get out of tight spots. He is a definite keeper.
Yep. I was I saw a video yesterday. They were showing some guy because he was in a suite. And he said because of that receiver stepping on the line, that cost him $300,000 on a bet that he had going.
Oh wow!
So he was jumping for joy when they first said there was a touchdown.
That's why I was originally screaming, was because I thought I had lost. And then I got louder when they turned it around.
Yeah, so the guy's really happy. He's pretty calm. Everybody around him's going crazy. And then like his buddy's like, wait, because he has his back. He like turned his back. I guess like maybe he's praying or thanking God or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And his buddy's like tapping him on the shoulder, and he turns around. And he's like, I think they're going to reverse it. And he's looking at it. And he's like, no, it's a touchdown. And then the buddy's like, oh, it's a touchdown. He looks at it. He's like, no, it's not. And his hands just drop to the side.
Oh, poor guy.
And when they called it, an incomplete pass, and the game was over, everybody's like stunned, and he walks out of the suite. They just show him. He just leaves. He just walks out. Oh, I'm just trying to figure out how much money he put down for a $300,000 payoff.
The NFL finally got a call, and it had to do with the pass. And guess what? It wasn't whether it was a pass or not. It's whether he was on the line. I want to give a shout out going across the pond, someone who's even dreaming across another pond. Good morning, Anime Girl. How are you?
Not bad, but it looks like my camera's playing up. I may have to pop out and pop in.
That's what she said.
So you're gonna pull off the big dog maneuver.
Looks like I'm going to have to.
Coming in and out regularly.
I try to.
I'm sorry, going in and out. So why don't you go ahead and do that?
It's more fun.
The Chinese movie.
Well, good
Or
for
Japanese
Yeah,
you.
exactly.
movie.
That's what I've heard.
It's a Bruce Lee movie.
Good for you, kids.
Oh, come on. Tell me you've never seen a Bruce Lee movie.
When I was a kid, I'm sure I did.
Or any movie from the 80s, 70s, 80s, and even 90s.
Never was a Karate Kid type thing. So I'm sure I have. I'm sure my brother and sisters looked at those movies, but I remember imagery. But I may have seen them on trailers or teaser cuts or stuff, whatever, when they do those movies. I wasn't. They all loved the show Kung Fu, which I did watch with the family, but it was kind of like a glazed watch. It's like, it's all right. This is a modern day Jedi warrior before Jedi warrior. Kung Fu would have made a bitchin' Jedi, by the way.
Yes, he would have.
Oh God, that's probably where Lucas might have gotten a little bit of inspiration to Jedi. Big Dog, I interrupted you.
No, I was going to say, the sad part is the Gen Zers or, people after born 2000 or later equate the Karate Kid with Will Smith's son and Jackie Chan.
Luckily, they don't in this house, but yeah,
Okay,
majority
all right.
do.
but that's a parental failure. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, that is a that is like I remember Liz, I think I may have told you this, right? Where I was going to a baseball game. This was before Kershaw won, and you see these kids dressed up in 22 Kershaw, right?
Hmm.
And then Peter was telling me, he says, "So what do you call that?" And I said, "I call that a parental failure
Yep.
because the adults allowed their kids to get 22." Hi, anime girl. No, I'm not talking about Peter. I'm talking about another Peter that I know over further west of here. So,
Right. I am now back, and I am not looking like some Chinese movie from 1970. Well, at least I hope I don't.
Orange, you glad that everything is working?
Oh.
Oh no, I'm not going to say it. No, no.
What is going on? Why? Big Dog would have answered. NorCal girl would have answered. So would you, anime girl. And don't tell me it's that stiff upper lip, United Kingdom stuff.
No, I'm trying to be polite. I'm trying to withhold my
Once
language.
again, Big Dog would have answered. NorCal girl would have answered.
Okay, Foxtrot Oscar, get on with the program.
Good girl.
Oh, 6:47 in the morning. I've already had 2 of them. Not too bad. All right. I'll take it.
Oh, want to rephrase that, please?
No, I've already been told to F off twice. So it's good. I like it.
Anyway, I hope everyone is feeling fine. I hope everyone is working well.
How are you doing over there? It's been terribly hot over here, and it's been terribly hot. And
Well,
we're
it's
going to get a
been
tiny break, but you're looking at 1,000 degrees to about 996 degrees. So it's a
well, over
significant drop.
here. It's been wet and windy. We've had a month's worth of rain in 24 hours, and
Go to
right
hell.
at this specific moment,
Yeah.
it's dry.
Anime girl.
Yes,
Anime girl. Foxtrot
Yes.
Oscar.
Foxtrot Oscar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what
Bye.
it was? There
Eh?
were most of the day it was 109. It got as high as 113 where I'm at. I don't know what it was with NorCal girl, and maybe the big dog will be able to share in the misery in a moment. But what were you at? You were very hot as well, right? NorCal girl, temperature wise.
It was 105 yesterday.
I think I would have taken 105. I believe we're going to get to 106 today, but I haven't crystallized it. Big dog, we're only 20 miles, dude.
Excuse me. Excuse me. What the
Yes,
hell are you eating?
Something very yummy that's making me go nuts.
can never have
Really?
one.
On air?
Not the barbecue ones.
You can never have one. That's funny. I chose. I before you guys got in, NorCal girl had asked me, and I was like, I apologize. I was trying to keep the noise down. This morning, I had the choice of the sour cream
Oh,
or this one. Gmo went to the market, and she hit them up in the cabinet where they are. And I looked this morning. I'm like, oh, I felt like I felt like Indiana Jones when he said, "That is the cup of a carpenter." And I was like, wow, that was nice.
Yeah, I saw
But
for.
I'm sorry. I'm really, guys. I'm sorry to be making that noise.
Yeah, and I do apologize for interrupting you, Big Dog, but the chipmunk above me was bugging me. That was,
Sounding like one.
Please carry on. So,
Big dog, you were going to say something about the weather?
It was 100 and I can't remember. It was either 112 or 113 yesterday, and I'm down for 107 today.
wow. Luckily, we got rid of.
All I can say is at least we're not Phoenix. Phoenix.
Yeah.
Today will be day 104 of 100 or higher every single day, and they don't have a reprieve until something like next Wednesday. And even then, that's if because it's 99 will be their high.
what did they do wrong?
They're getting all of
The Valley
our
of the Sun.
They're
Yep.
getting all of our heat that we had for the last month and a half. We were anywhere from 100 to 114 solid for about a month and a half.
Look, it's nothing for Arizona and Phoenix to be at plus 90 for 100, 200 days. But this is over 100 for over
Yeah.
100 days.
Their old record was 76 days of 100-degree heat, and of course this has just blown that out of the water.
Yeah, well,
or burn through the prior record, whichever.
So
Kidding.
Dream is baking out there.
Oh, I was an a-hole to him on one of the programs, right, NorCal Girl, when I said something about
You
the
were.
weather, and he said, "Hey, Dream, you're rethinking that move, buddy."
Yeah,
yeah,
that was
yeah. I
funny.
Yeah.
heard that scorekeeper when you
Yeah.
said that to poor Dream. I thought, you're picking on a Dream machine. You want to be careful. He might get upset at you.
Dream was here on the last Tuesday in September of 2008. If anyone can take a shot at me, if
Yeah,
anyone has the right to tell me anything, it would be Dream. And it's
yeah.
rare when I take a shot at Dream. And all I was saying was like, I don't think I was being a dick to Dream. I was being like, dude, you want to reconsider that move, right, NorCal Girl? I was like, I
Well,
don't wish harm on anyone unless
But
they're
even
Red
still, a
Sox fans.
dry heat is better than that muggy heat that he came from. So
Yeah, that is 1000% true.
yeah. I suppose there is that. No, a dry heat is better. Well, dry heat is it better than a moist heat? Who can say?
I have been in the dry heat, which is about what, Big Dog, 70 miles from us, give or take the angle that we take, right? I mean, we're very close to the high desert where we get the dry heat, right?
Hmm.
It's not that far away, but that East Coast stuff, that humidity over there's nothing. Big Dog's had it more often than I have, and it's no fun, huh, dude? That
The
East
No,
Coast,
yeah,
the southern heat is worse than eastern heat.
yeah.
I was going to say. I mean, I suffered the moisture, Hong Kong and Singapore. I mean, Hong Kong was sort of like 80-90% moisture,
Yeah.
humidity. Singapore, when we landed, 100% humidity. I mean, that was no fun at all. Whereas when we landed in Q8, you walked in, it was like somebody had opened the oven door.
door,
It was just dry,
like that
horrible. You're
blasting
thinking,
heat.
That's
yeah,
the heat that I'm used to. That one, that
Mm.
the Kuwait heat,
yeah,
because
the
we have
Q8.
the desert, which is just, I wouldn't even say 70 miles. It's probably even, well, yeah, it is. It's about, because I drive out about 20 miles that way, and then I go over the hill. Actually, it's only about 40, 50 miles away. But
Yeah, I mean that dry heat can be a bit iffy. Humid heat,
yes, it can. I mean, it could just as bad kill you as the other one.
yeah,
It'll
that's
just make
true.
you a baked potato first.
Or well, with the way he's eating those ones, yeah, you'll end up like a big potato anyway.
I'm just mad he's not sharing. Those are one of my favorites.
Well, it's a bit of a distance to go from where he sat sitting to where you're sat sitting.
And the angle's incorrect.
You
What's
could
up, Liz?
airdrop it.
You know, actually, when Liz is the reason why I've never changed the position of Liz, because usually, as we know, whoever's running the program, we try to traditionally put them on the upper left. Uh, but being that Liz is always there, and I wait for her to get in, I do the thing, and I am genuinely looking at Liz when I turn to her, because if I look this way, I'm looking north to Sacramento.
You
So
know,
it's
if
kind of
when I
cool.
turn to look at you this way, I'm actually looking towards LA.
Oh,
When I
wow,
turn that
that's
way.
interesting. That will
Oh.
be something that we'll have to consider in future placement. But yeah,
I'm actually sitting. I'm looking in the general direction of Berlin and Moscow at the moment.
this is cool. And that's why I do that on purpose. I do the spatial thing. Big Dog, in
That's
what
what his
direction?
private parts have been called.
Huh?
You want to
Well, she's
repeat?
looking up and she said she's looking at Berlin and Moscow, and I said, yeah, that's what his private parts have sometimes been called.
I missed that first time round, but yeah, I get that now. Can I ask a
Ladies and
question?
gentlemen, there are times that I said, there are times to just shut up and let it
Can
get
I
out
ask a
because
question, Big Dog? Big
Sure.
Dog. Yeah.
Yes.
Which is which?
It doesn't
Which is which?
matter. They're interchangeable.
Oh, well, really? Oh, wow. One of those interchangeable.
I have
Yeah.
one
He's
Berlin
not
and
a
two
potato
Moscow.
man. He's not a Mr. Potato Head.
I have Berlin, Moss, and Cal.
I still think Roofy and Wheezy works better, but never mind.
I'm sure they do.
Oh, gesundheit, sir.
Thank Thank you.
And it's a high pollen day. Trust me, everybody's sneezing.
That's it. Big Dog is allergic to something. He's going home. See, told you. He's had enough. He's going
Well,
home
folks,
already.
we're already going to be there in a few seconds.
I'm still there.
Yeah.
I'm still here. I get in
Or-
sneezing fits every so often.
Beware in a few
Yeah,
seconds.
we
Where are we
get
going?
coughing
Where are we
fits, so
going?
we're fine.
The live football connection will be starting up shortly. I am now officially, we're going to close the update on the page. So there are no updates for the next few minutes on Facebook. I'm going to get an image of what we have reported over there and bring it over so we can do the game, which is really going to be perfunctory. Because, for the first 2 to 3 weeks, the NFL does not update its statistics as we traditionally follow. So it's really much quicker, and it allows us to get through this. And it's really, really good. So
We are missing one essential element to our going through the games. We are missing Jay
Yeah, I know.
with his little
I
cold.
believe he's given his picks, though.
Yeah, but
He
we need
did
him here. We need him here for when you turn around
But
and say,
this is at 7 a.m. Look, we're missing Gridiron Girl. We're missing him.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the
We
way,
still have 3 minutes.
that's why I said we've got a few minutes. But you goddamn British, shit.
"Hey, I didn't say sod off."
Just because they had 2 beaches on D-Day, they think they're equal to the rest of the world. All right.
They tried jumping the gun.
No, Americans landed before we did.
How
We landed at 6. We landed at 7.
How
We thought we'll give you a
apropos-
chance.
How apropos that you guys would be the full Monty. That's about right.
One
Because
day,
you guys had a full Monty leading the invasion. Who was
One
an
day-
incredibly
one day's
competent
goalkeeper.
general.
how?
He-
We're
he
incompetent. You had an
was.
incompetent.
I didn't say incompetent.
No, I said you had an incompetent.
Yes. In
Which
more ways
one?
than one.
I need you to clarify. And so we say, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
And the
And
gig
the queen
appears.
arrives.
Morning.
Good morning. Quick
Morning.
question from my
Morning,
sisters, Gridiron
Morning.
Girl. Have you
Mhm.
met my sisters?
No, I have not.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Maybe. Not sure.
Yeah, because they were asking, and
Sorry.
I forget if you've actually met them or not, but when we went to the game on Thursday, which folks was absolutely awesome, the Inland Empire 66ers won that game 6-0. I think it was on a 2-hitter. It was impressive. It feels good when the home team kicks the crap out of the visitors. It was just really nice. But my sisters were asking about that Gridiron Girl if they had met you. So
How were the jerseys that they gave away?
I appreciate that, Big Dog. They were not bad. I still have the original one that they gave away, the 66ers, and I have my sister wanted it because it was what the 66ers do is they take on personas every now and then. They have the Riverside Bells. They have all these different team names for teams that were in the area. And they have the Cucuys. Were you there for one of those games, Big Dog, where they had the persona of the Cucuys?
Not the Cucuys. I mean, we were there for the Marble Night.
Yes, which was actually fun. And
Yeah.
I've told my sister Rose, who's now gone with me, like 3 of the last 4. She's enjoyed herself, and I said, folks, I'm a shill, unpaid shill for the Inland Empire 66ers. They're trying hard to get fans in the stands, man, and not that they have to. That's me saying it. They're so team friendly. They're fan friendly. $2 Tuesdays, folks. I cannot believe it, and that's my cue to get going on the NFL. $2 Tuesdays. The tickets are $2. The parking's $2. The hot dogs are $2. I mean, they're very fan friendly, and it's really cool. It's really fun going there because the team closest to me is Rancho Cucamonga, but I don't get the same vibe. Big Dog.
You can leave the
I
room.
was just wondering since it's $2 Tuesday and it's in such a interesting part of San Bernardino, the really nice part of San Bernardino. I was wondering if the hookers also only charge $2 on Tuesdays.
Well, it is known as Taco Tuesday, so I don't.
Oh,
Ew.
What, Gridiron Girl? That is a Latin phrase.
guys,
I
there'd
know.
be fish tacos on Tuesday.
Oh, even worse.
Yeah, you got reason to choke there, girl. I would too. Oh, sure. Have I got the right program here?
So
And they have
early.
silenced everyone on that one.
And if it's if the person's been in the business for a while, then it's roast beef Tuesdays.
Big dog. Quit while you're ahead, please. Pretty, please.
Oh.
Quit while you're ahead.
There is no such thing. Now, the funny thing is that when I was there on Thursday, the fire broke out during the game that
Yeah, I
I
saw
put
that.
on video. I don't even know if the fire is still continuing. Poor
It's still
Gmo
on.
was,
It's
it
still
still
on.
is. Poor
What
Gmo
was
was
it?
distressed. She
What was
said,
it?
"Are we going to get our particulate matter or stuff?" I said, "Well, if we had the Santa Anas, we'd be screwed. But since it's at the end of the valley, depending on the weather patterns, we might." Have you been getting any dust or particulate matter over there? No, huh, big dog? I think the wind's
No,
blowing inland, right?
yeah.
So what
Yeah,
was
we
it that
lucked
was
out.
on fire?
The hillside right by a bunch of houses. So something
Uh,
like that leads us to believe that it was probably set, and I don't know this. This is I'm generalizing, is that it was probably a homeless encampment that they were lighting a fire, and it just did. And with this tinder brush, you just a little flash like that, and everything will catch on fire.
over
And we
here.
saw it throughout the night. Gmo has additional images. I'm sorry, Yisha, were you going to say something?
I was going to say over here, guarantee it's some Egypt with a bloody mobile barbecue.
I mean, it could have been. It was close. If you check out the imagery, it is very close to housing right there in Highland, and it is way out in the corner of the valley. So it's just it was bad, and throughout the entire evening, you could see when the airdrops were coming in, and then when the airdrops stopped, because after a time they cannot fly in because it's dangerous. But as the game began, we already had witnessed. I think we saw
Thank
helicopters
you.
Thank
going
you.
in there trying to put the fire out. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully they will get under control. But my daughter Chimo, there was a point where there were like four like distinct dots, and my daughter was like, "Oh my god, the beacons of Minas Tirith!" I'm like, "Oh my god, it did look like it, but yeah, I'm glad we kept that to ourselves until Dad blew it on Saturday morning." So it is what it is, folks. Do you have your drinks? Do you have your little kidlings? Do you have your little whatever you're gonna do so we can get this going? It is already 7:03 a.m. and I still have not been able to get to. Okay, there's the Facebook page. I still need one more minute or so I can get to sports talk with the guys, and I can get the information transferred over. For some
Well,
reason,
I've got
it
my
didn't.
2 pages ready.
So we're pretty much only short the two regulars. So and Gig is already here. I'll bother Matt later, and then it's scorekeeper and his sisters because we need 5 picks to complete.
So,
And your sister still needs a nickname.
well, Rose will be Lukey's. That's what she's gonna go by.
Yeah, I know
And
Dookie's. I know Dookie's.
Alma is going to be Elway 7. She's an
Elway
Elway
7.
fan. Yes.
All right, let me put that in.
Her name is Elway 7. I said you're probably
Nice.
gonna go by Elway, but she's gonna be Elway 7 from this point forward.
Elway 7. All right.
Okay. Is that her favorite quarterback or something?
She's been an Elway fan from time immemorial, like the young lady right here as well.
Oh wow, that's weird. I punched in Elway 7 and it came up Big Forehead 7. And actually, that's Manning. It should have come up Buck
Hey,
Teeth.
hey,
It
hey, hey,
it
hey,
should have
hey, hey,
came
hey.
it should have came up Buck Teeth 7. But
No, but
Oh,
folks, that is unique to the big dogs. Remember, AI adjusts to the person, and well, that's the big dog. We know what his internet searches have been. Good boy.
yeah.
Hmm.
See, you type in anything for me, and it goes Star Trek or Battlestar Galactica. Sadly, you
Star
say
Trek porn.
love one another. Star Trek.
It should be coming up arc. Anything arc. That's what it should be coming up with.
No,
Yep.
mine just, you put my name in, it comes up with the black hole. Undiscovered country.
We should, just to screw around one day, is open up everyone's browser and just type in stupid phrases to see what would come up. That would be interesting because of our different proclivities. But then some of us would be no.
That would definitely be new.
Yeah. What the hell's your
That would be a
problem? It's
no
all
too.
Japanese anime anyway. You type in Queen of England anime. You type in anything, it's gonna come up anime.
Matt would agree to that. Matt would agree to that as long as we didn't use the letter P, then he'd be okay.
Well, it might be B as well for him, for Barney, because he had to find out what Barney was. And look, I appreciate that Matt is keeping everyone into the game, and it's really good to know that he is doing better. He is on the road to recovery, but it will be a significant road to recovery. Look, let me tell you, Michael. Let me tell you, I commented to NorCal Girl in one episode that I switched to a different profile, and I saw things, and I'm like, whoa, someone else logged in on this profile. And it made me blanch as to everything that was coming up on the feed. So if you want to play Michael, we can play. So I know that whenever Michael does a search on the internet, his comes up to Fan Film Project. So we'll see.
Yeah, Speedy was a little bit upset last night that he couldn't watch the game because he couldn't get Peacock. And he couldn't remember his passcode because it's, I guess, at home. So.
Ah.
He still writes his passcodes on paper? Good for him.
No, I think it's actually stored in one of his devices.
Well, he has a new phone that he had to get, obviously, because the hospital lost his. And when you log in, you would think it would carry it over. Now, unless he had it in the notes and he went from an iPhone to an Android or Android iPhone or whatever, vice versa, doesn't matter. But
normally when you download the app, you have to re-put in your stuff that you already have.
Hey, what a great interview yesterday, right? When I asked him what he had. And the first thing, he didn't even look at his phone. And the first thing he says, all across the watchtower. Wow! That was bitching. Our guest yesterday answered right away when I asked him the question. First question messing with him is, do you have an iPhone or an Android? It's obviously competitive on our program. And then, we asked him, okay, so if we look on your iTunes or your music, what is the first song we hear? He didn't even blanch, man. He said all along the watchtower. I was like, that is so cool.
Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah, baby. Yeah. Sorry. I guess I must be a fan of Jimmy. Oh, no. Ooh, sorry. I didn't mean that. I got it right that time. All right. But all kidding aside, folks, I think we do have another interview today at 11 o'clock. So that means our program will be ending a bit early. So I did text my sisters. So we need to do a roll call, folks. Everyone in the chat room, why don't you let us know who you are and where you hail from? And say here, or cheese, or queso, or cucuy, whatever you want it to be.
Butt.
Say what?
Move your butt.
That would be something appropriate. So I think my sisters are realizing, oh, he wasn't kidding about 7 a.m.? No, I've been telling them for weeks.
For years.
It's 7 a.m.
You know who your sisters are?
I have been, huh?
It's Saturday. It's
I appreciate you said that,
It's football time.
Yes, it is.
Get the damn things on the screen. Let's get going.
All right, folks. We're going to go ahead and do that right now. This is what I would like to do. All right, folks, if you guys can help me out on it, so we do this, and that way we cover I don't give a damn. This is what we're going to do. All right? I don't care if Big Dog does it, NorCal Girl, or Anime Girl. I'd like you to bring up the games that have been played Oh no, you guys can't open your screens, can you? Because we're gonna kick the big dog off.
All right.
I can do it on here, but I won't be able to do it on the screen here.
So
Why
what do
don't
you
you
what do
do
you
that
want?
then? I'm sorry, what?
Who
What do
is
you want
having
about the games that have already
machine
been
This is
played?
what I would like you to do. So, for instance, Anime Girl, this will be your theme doing it. We're going to start with the games that have been played. And then normally we would do the records, but it's immaterial this year because we're in the first week. We would then do the records and then go to the next games that are coming. And that way we get a feel for where we are in the league. So, do you have the scores, Anime Girl?
I've got the scores for both. Yeah,
Okay,
Yep,
would you
me
do
too.
those scores?
Me three.
Right.
between the Ravens and the Chiefs. The Chiefs had the better of the day. Final score was 27-20. So, funny
Via toe.
special, you screwed that one up. For our second game, between the Packers and the Eagles. Again, very close game from what I was told from my friend No Cargo. She believes that it was very close, and from looking at the scores, it certainly was. The final score was Packers 29, Eagles 34. Philly, you shouldn't have switched. You should have stayed.
Wow. Okay. So I would then have someone do the standings where we are through that point, but obviously we only have 2 games. It's immaterial. Let's just get to it, folks. I already have everything copied from the main page, and there's no really need to do any statistics unless anyone wants to go ahead. We can start. You know you need to go to the NFL schedules page. I'm going to highlight that for everyone. If you guys want to follow along, there it is in the chat room. And for my co-hosts, if you want to start getting to that page, there's not too much in statistics. We can get to it right now. But to kick off the first game, and this is the pattern that we're going to follow, it will be the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Atlanta Falcons at 10 a.m. Pacific time. The game is on Fox. It is at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And the last time these two teams played, the Steelers 24-0 over the Falcons. It was a preseason game on August 24th, 2023. And looking at the
It's a
numbers that the
dome.
Big Dog provided us, it
It's a
is
dome.
a dome. So there's no weather. Big Dog did have, prior to today, at the Falcons -3.5. So we already have our picks. Let's go around the horn. Anime Girl, you're going with the Steelers. You're going to keep with them?
Yep, even though the win probability says Atlanta Falcons at 62.2%. So I'm sticking with I'm sticking with what I got.
62 point what percent?
2.
Thank you for that. Big Dog, what are you going to do? Are you going to stick with the Falcons?
I'm still sticking with the Dirty Birds.
All right. Gridiron Girl, you are now up. Who's it going to be, the Steelers or the Falcons?
The Falcons.
Woohoo.
Oh,
All
you
right.
disappoint me.
Going back around the horn, NorCal Girl, are you going to keep with the Steelers?
I
You're
don't
gonna type
know.
her in?
I'm looking at the injury report right now for the Steelers. There are 3 out, and the quarterback is questionable, whereas the Falcons only have 1 out.
All right.
And who, of course, is that quarterback?
Russell Wilson.
Former Bronco, it figures.
Yeah.
Oh, bleh. I mean, Seattle Seahawks. Talk about.
Yeah. Oh. Somehow I
So
think
he is out, right?
He's questionable.
He's
Questionable.
questionable with his calf.
I did see a report yesterday that it said it's questionable, but it was like the next one, almost doubtful. Like,
Yeah.
well, look at who we're talking about. So I do appreciate that, Gridiron Girl. And
I'm going to go ahead and switch from the Steelers to the Falcons, and you know what? I'm going to probably wind up regretting it.
hey, you know what? It's whatever you do, young lady.
No, I'm going to regret this. I know I am, but there's just too many injuries.
Sorry.
You know
okay?
what happens to people who switch?
I know, and I've already switched 2 others.
I'm sorry, what was that, Anime Girl? What happens to people that switch?
They lose.
Really? Our math teachers do say always go with your first one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Go with your gut. Go with your
go
gut.
with your gut.
That's what
Yeah, I
learned
went with
too.
my gut and
Yep.
lost my career.
Right?
Yes. Big Dog, did you say something?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. No. I thought I heard a voice in the background, but now that I think about it, someone's doing that's 7 a.m. They're doing the
They're
law
doing the
next door.
Macarena?
No, not the Macarena.
Oh,
So, all right, folks. Based on what we have, I don't know if Big Dog. Shut up. Mind your own business, Siri. All right. So this is what we have as of right now. And no comment, no nothing. All right. Well, so it begins, ladies. All right. So in recap, for this game, for the Steelers, Anime Girl, Sports Sister, Color Maven, and Almighty. And for the Falcons, we have Big Dog, Coffee, Philly Special, Engineer, Dream, Gridiron Girl, Scorekeeper, and NorCal Girl. Ladies and gentlemen, boom! We are off and running. So, I don't know if anyone else would like to continue. If not, I can just do the first week since there's not very much to read. It's up to you. NorCal Girl, would you be ready to go for the next one?
If you give me 2 seconds.
one,
Never.
two.
1,
Two.
2.
Oh man, everyone
three.
went after you on that one.
Oh,
Big Dog. Would Big
God.
Dog then take
Boy.
the Titans and the Bears?
The Bears.
Okay, are you ready, NorCal Girl?
Yeah, Cardinals and Bills. And somebody is having a horrible feedback, and I can't hear.
Okay, let's do that test right now. I'm gonna go mute.
1, 2.
3, 4.
5, 6.
7, 8.
Anybody got
Okay,
the
I'm
feedback?
back.
It's scorekeeper, I think.
I'm not sure.
I don't know because I hear it when everyone speaks. Do you hear it
I-
each and every time that I speak?
I thought it was gig, actually.
Yeah, I muted myself, and I was hearing something as well.
Let me turn off my fan.
Aw, you have your fan. How sweet. All
No,
right.
only one.
So next game. Oh, well, hey, that's more than a lot of other people here, so it's good. So next game will be the Cardinals and the Bills. Go ahead, NorCal Girl.
All right, we have the Cardinals and the Bills at 10 a.m. And the last time these guys played,
Okay. Due to our multinational audience, I ask you to do whatever Eastern Time or Pacific, but we do need to do that.
yeah, hang on then.
You ain't
I
getting it
keep
up from
forgetting
me.
we have funky audiences. All right, so it is 10 a.m. Pacific time, and the last time these guys played, it was November 15 of 2020. It was a very close game. The Cardinals beat them by 2 points at 32-30.
All right. Looking at the numbers, Big Dog, you have the Bills at 6.5. Is that correct? I'm gonna imagine they are unless you correct me otherwise. Anime Girl, what is the
6.5.
win percentage?
Percentage, we have got the hairy cows sitting at 71.1%.
Woo! All right. So on this one, I'm gonna go to NorCal first because she did that game. Why don't you go ahead? You are taking the Bills. Are you gonna stay with them?
Hairy cows all the way.
All right. I'm going to go with the Bills myself for this one. Big Dog, you have the Bills. Are you going to stay with them?
Yes.
Gridiron Girl, who are you taking?
Buffalo.
All right. Then that's really
Oh, that's
everyone.
right. I have to start remembering my nickname. So that's the Bills, the Hairy Balls. That's right.
Okay. So we are now through then on this one. So for the Cardinals, it's Color Maven and Dream. And then we have Bills, Anime Girl, NorCal Girl, Big Dog, Coffee, Sports Sister, Philly Special, Engineer, Almighty, Scorekeeper, and Gridiron Girl. So we have the second game in and done. if we may now go to the third game, Big Dog, and after that, we're gonna go to Anime Girl, if she will, and you'll see it as I write everyone's name in, and then we'll go back around again. Scorekeeper will take this one, and then we'll go around the horn again. So, Big Dog,
Yeah.
Titans Almighty. I'm sorry, I meant Titans and Bears.
I just don't mind. Where is he today?
Probably asleep.
Yeah, he gave me the pick, so I didn't expect him to join us today. But for this game, it will be the Tennessee Titans going to Chicago to take on the Bears. This will be 10 o'clock Pacific time on Fox. Of course, this will be at Soldier Field. And their last meeting, it was the Bears over the Titans 23-17 in a preseason game, which was August 12th, of last year.
Thank you for that, Big Dog. You have the Bears at 3.5.
Yes.
Anime Girl, do we have the win probability?
The win probability is the little Teddies sitting at 62.7%.
Wow. All right.
No dome. No dome.
No dome.
Not
Okay.
done.
And it will be overcast and 70 degrees.
Wow, that's nice. Bastards.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
Cool.
So, starting off this time with Gridiron Girl. Oh no, I'm sorry. Let's go with the Big Dog on this one since he did that
What?
game. You are with the Bears. Are you going to stay with the Bears?
Of course.
All right, Gridiron Girl.
The Bears.
So that's GIG. NorCal Girl, you have the Bears.
I'm going to stick with them, even though they have a hell of a lot on the injured list.
Yeah, but we're talking about the Titans. Sorry, didn't mean to be negative. But okay, fair enough. Scorekeeper, we'll take the Bears on this one. And Anime Girl, you have the Bears. You going to stick with them?
I am sticking with the little Teddies, yeah.
Okay. So we have the next game done. In, up, out, and gone. We're now going to
Raj.
I'm sorry.
Can you do me a favor? Can you scroll up just so I can get the first couple that we did? So there we go. Thank you. So you and Gig are doing the Falcons.
And NorCal Girl moved to the Falcons.
Yeah, I got that correction. And then
We're both
Cardinals
taking the
and
Bills.
Bills. You're taking the Bills, and so is Gig. Okay, thank you.
And now we're taking the Bears.
Yeah.
Okay. So Anime Girl, you
What
are
a
now
what
up.
a fake cough.
You're up, young lady.
So polite and dainty.
Oh, God, old Bennett. Okay, we have got the New England Patriots playing at the Chicago, or the Cincinnati, my mistake, good God, go watch my last episode. The Cincinnati Bengals.
Now the game will be at 10 a.m. on CBS for the American audience.
Okay, let me get there.
Give her a chance. Give her a chance.
It's being played at the Paycor Stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You're
Now,
right there, imperialist.
Okay. You
Keep
damn
rusty.
colonial.
It's been a few months, okay?
Right. The last meeting of these wonderful little teams was December 2022, when the Bengals decided to teach the Patriots how to play football 22-18.
Excellent. So the Big Dog has the Bengals at minus 7.5.
Mm-hmm.
What is the win probability, Anime Girl?
Well, despite the injuries and the outs, it looks like the win probability for the little stripy pussycats is 76.9%.
Ooh, impressive. All right, Anime Girl, you have the Patriots.
Yeah. I have got the Rebels, but I'll stick with the Rebels. I ain't going to move.
Right. I'm surprised. Big Dog, you have the Bengals.
Yes, who are playing, will be playing in 78-degree weather and sunny, and of course, no dome.
Impressive. So he's going to stick with the Bengals. Gridiron Girl, what's it going to be?
Hey, pussycats.
All right. NorCal Girl, you
Mm, Bengals.
have the Bengals. You're going to stay with them. Excellent.
Yeah.
Scorekeeper will be taking the Bengals. That's a very high percentage, so that's not bad. All right. So, NorCal Girl would follow with the Jaguars Dolphins after I take care of the Texans Colts. I know I said the Colts. I apologize. Must be thinking political at this point in time. All right. We got that one in the bag. We're now going to take care of Houston visiting the Colts. It's at 10 a.m. Pacific time on CBS. It is at Lucas Oil Stadium. Last time these two teams played was about 8 months ago, maybe almost 9. The Texans edged the Colts 23-19 on January 6, 2024. The big dog has the Texans at 3. What is the win probability?
Well, over here, the win probability is the Colts. Sorry, my mistake. The Texans at 58.1%. I was living in hope. Never mind.
Okay. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it is a dome.
It's a
So,
dome. It's a
yeah,
dome.
it's a dome.
Yeah,
But
All
it'll
right.
Lucas
be
Oil
sunny and
Stadium.
75 outside for the people going into the dome.
Wow. All right. Knowing this game, I have no desire for Indianapolis on. Wow, they are at home though, and it is Texans. Ah, I am going to go with the Texans on this one.
You're going with the
All
Texans?
right. So, Anime Girl, you have the Colts. Are you going to stay with them?
Yeah, I'm staying with Little Ponies.
All right. Big Dog, you have the Texans.
Yes, I do.
Okay. You're going to stick with them?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to stick with them.
Gridiron Girl. Oh, she's going with the Colts.
No.
Oh,
No.
No,
Texans.
Big Head's not there no more.
No.
or stiff neck, whichever one. So you're going with the Texans, young lady?
Yes, please.
Okay. NorCal Girl, you have the Colts.
I'm gonna stay with them.
Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, that game is now in. So the next game will be NorCal Girl. Are you ready to go on that one?
Yep, we've got the Jaguars versus the Dolphins at 10 a.m. Pacific time at Hard Rock Stadium. And the Jaguars had a win of 31-18 last year, August actually of last year.
So that would have been a preseason game.
Yeah.
Okay. Excellent. Oh, the wrong box opened. I'm so sorry. Okay. Star
That's
of my
what she
life.
said.
All right. So starting off with you, NorCal Girl. Oh, no.
Oh,
I'm sorry. Dolphins are -3.5. What is the win
Yes.
probability?
Win probability is for the little fishy people to win 60.5%.
Of course, they're playing at Hard Rock Stadium, no dome, and it will be 85 and sunny.
Oh, that's nice. All right. NorCal Girl, you have the Dolphins. Are you sticking with them?
I'm going to keep backstroking with the Mermaids.
Well, good for you. I am not going to stick with them, but I will choose them for this game. Anime Girl, you have the Dolphins.
Yeah, and I'm sticking with Mima because I like them.
Okay. Big Dog has the Dolphins. Are you sticking with them?
Yes, I am sticking with the girls, smelly girls on a hot summer day. Yes.
All right. So we'll see what Gridiron Girl has to say on that.
I'll be taking the flippers.
All right. So in recap, we have the Jaguars, Sports Sister, Color Maven, Engineer. For the Dolphins, we have Anime Girl, Big Dog, Coffee, Philly Special, NorCal Girl, Dream, Almighty. And we have Scorekeeper and Gridiron Girl for that one as well. So Big Dog is now up for the next game, and
Oh
that's
shit.
going to be the Panthers and Saints. And if you're not ready to go, buddy, you're good.
That's all right. I got it. Just give me 1 second.
After that will be Anime Girl.
2001.
She's
Panthers
taking
and Saints.
Minnesota.
All right. So this game will be on Fox at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Of course, it will be the Carolina Panthers, the worst team in all of football last year, taking on the New Orleans Saints. Last time they played, it was December 10th, 2023. And it was the Saints crushing the Panthers 28-6.
Wow. All right. Big Dog has the Saints at -4.
Yeah, I thought it'd be a lot more than that.
Yeah, no kidding. Is there a win probability?
There is indeed. It looks like the Holy Ones will be taking it at 64.3%.
Wow. All right.
And they
Well-
will be playing at the Caesars Superdome
Yeah.
in New Orleans. It's a dome. It will be 84 and sunny for the people walking in.
That's nice. Okay. All right. So Big Dog, you have
Yeah.
the Saints. Are you going to stay with them?
Yeah, we'll go with the former Raider quarterback. Yes.
Oh,
Don't
that's right.
remind
He's
me.
still over there.
Mr. Derek Carr.
Okay. Sorry. Gridiron Girl.
The Saints.
Wow.
They're
Attitude.
marching in.
So early in the morning. NorCal Girl.
The
Are you gonna
Saints
stick
better
with the
come
Saints?
marching in.
All right. Enemy Girl.
Yeah, I'm marching
the
in
Saints?
with the Saints.
All right. So on this one, Scorekeeper will be taking the Saints. And
You want to learn to spell your name right?
yep. All right. So in recap for the Panthers, we have Sports Sister and Almighty. And then we have Saints, Anime Girl, NorCal Girl, Big Dog, Coffee, Philly Special, Color Maven, Engineer, Dream, Gridiron Girl, and Scorekeeper. And there it is. Next one is out. And the last morning game in the Americas, Anime Girl, you're up.
Right, we have got the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New York Tiny People. They are playing at the MetLife Stadium. Last time these two people decided to get it on, the Vikings took the Tiny People out 27-24. So the Tiny People can play when they want to, but not that particular day.
Wow. All right. Excellent. Big Dog has the Vikings at -1.5.
Yeah, and of course it is no dome. And it will be 73 degrees and partly cloudy.
Excellent. Do we have a win probability?
We do. It looks like the Vikings are going to sail up and knock the Giants 53.2%.
Oh, that's not much. That's a close game statistically. Wow. All right.
And ESPN has them as a pick 'em as far as the win probability. They're both at
Yeah.
48.9% on ESPN.
All right. I like that. Anime Girl.
I got the next
Oh.
game, by the way,
Okay. Thank you.
in honor of Speedy.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So very speedy.
Go ahead. Anime Girl, you have the Vikings. Are you going to stick with them?
Yes, I am going to stick with the Vikings.
Big Dog, you have the same. Is it ditto?
Dodo.
Okay. Sounds fair. Gridiron Girl.
Yes, I will be taking the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, you are so respectful, especially this early in the morning. All right. NorCal Girl, you have the Vikings.
I'm going to stay with the Klingons from another mother.
That's actually funny. All right, I appreciate that. Scorekeeper will not go out much on the vine on this one. He's going to go with the Vikings. So, in recap, and I want to get you guys in more and more. So, when we're done and I say recap, oh no, but you guys can't see the screen very well, can you?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
see
I
it
can see
perfectly.
it.
Okay, when I say recap, and whoever's doing that game, I would like you to recap all the names if that's all good.
Yeah, I
Um,
can do that. I can do that. Want me
Anime
to do
girl,
that now?
please. Yeah, guys, that's why it's so awesome. Okay, the reason why I do this is because the comments that I get is they first chirp in and say it is cool how everyone has a part of the picking. And every time I'm trying to add everyone in, it's not because I'm lazy, it's because the audience likes to hear everyone on a regular basis. So,
Yeah. You see,
any way we can do that.
normally we have Gig with her absolutely sexy turn-on voice doing the
Yeah.
recap and drawing everybody in. You see.
Is she the one that was always doing the recap?
Yeah, she's the one that has the
Yeah.
sexy sultry
That
voice.
sexy, sleepy voice.
I am so
Yeah.
sorry. So,
From all the
Gridiron
whiskeys
Girl,
that she's drunk.
would you be ready to go on the next game for the Raiders and Chargers?
I gotta find my glasses.
It's
Right,
okay.
do you
I
want
mean,
me to do,
glorious,
you-
sexy voice.
right, do you want me to do
You
the
can be-
recap on the Vikings Giants?
Yes, ready to go, please.
Ready to go. Right. Recap Vikings Giants. We have got Anime Girl, NorCal Girl, Big Dog, Philly Special for once, Dream, Almighty, Gig, Scorekeeper. And for the Giants, we have Coffee, Sports Sister, Colin Maven, and the Engineer. Jay, get your button here.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
miss you.
So we had the next game ready to go. Big Dog, you are up.
all righty. So it is a homecoming for the most favorite Los Angeles team. It is the Las Vegas Raiders. Excuse me, let me say that correctly. Raiders taking
Thank
on the San Diego Chargers, who immigrated to Los Angeles. This game will take place at 1:05 p.m. Pacific time on CBS. In their last meeting, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Last meeting was in Las Vegas, December 14th. And the Chargers decided to give the Raiders a Christmas present. And they decided to bend over because the score was 63-21 Raiders.
Now, I'd say more to that as far as the bend over bit, but we're on live, so I'm not going to say the rest of it.
Christmas came early on that one. The Chargers are favored at -3. Do we have a win probability?
We do, actually. It looks like the electric people are in for 59.5% win probability.
Wow. All right. Do we have a weather report, Big Dog?
Oh, tell him
It's a dome. It's a dome.
At SoFi Stadium.
Actually, there's no dome. No dome and no air conditioning. Remember that.
Gonna be hot.
But it will be 77 and partly cloudy, which is very
man.
surprising. That weather sound. Yeah, I know they're close to the ocean, but that still seems extremely low for 1 o'clock in the heat wave that we've been having. I don't agree with that weather at all. I'm thinking it's gonna be more like 85 to 90.
Yeah.
And who knows how hot it's gonna be inside there.
Thank you for that. Big Dog, you are going with the Raiders on this one. Are you going to stay with
Raiders?
All right. Gridiron Girl, I know, I have to ask.
She's going with the Raiders too. She's really a closet Raider fan.
In your dreams.
Oh,
And
you
he
shouldn't
does
ask about
indeed.
those.
And he does indeed. All right, NorCal Girl.
Wait a minute, I didn't say
Oh,
anything.
I'm so sorry. I thought you were going with the Chargers. I didn't
Oh
mean
yes,
to jump the sheep.
Chargers. Yes.
No,
the
please let me
Chargers.
know. I'm
No,
so
no,
sorry.
No, it's okay. I'm done.
Ooh.
Well, to
was
be
quick.
fair, scorekeeper's just treating you like a Chargers fan. I mean, that's just being fair.
Yeah, okay. Talk about this later.
Oh, mother duck.
As I said, folks, there are times to just shut up and listen. And that might have been one of those. I apologize, Gridiron Girl.
That's okay.
NorCal Girl.
Picking the worst of the two evils, and I'm going to go with the Chargers.
Wow. All right. Fair enough. No, Scorekeeper feels that they are worthless, and he's going to go down with that ship. So, Scorekeeper will go with the Raiders on this one.
And since even though he hasn't said anything, oh, it's already on there. I put Speedy on there. Never
I
mind.
guess Speedy will do it.
So, Anime Girl, what is it going to be for you?
I'm going with the electric people.
Yay.
Wow. You are indeed, huh? Okay.
Excuse me.
What?
That game you just put in with the name, that's my game.
I was going back to the regular rotation, but since you want to jump ahead, no problem, Anime Girl. We'll just do it that way.
Yeah, that's my game. My game. Mises.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's your... Yeah, all right, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, fair enough. NorCal Girl will be doing the Commanders and Buccaneers.
I thought she'd get the Frisco teams.
So, okay.
Damn, she's doing both teams?
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's why.
Hey, I'm
I
busy.
get the video camera out for that one.
And there he is in all his glory, our
Matt!
buddy.
Hello.
Good morning, Matt.
Morning, Speedy.
Oh, that was sweet.
And she's so
That was
polite, and
cute.
respectful. when
That
she
was
says it.
cool. Very kawaii.
Matthew, we're so happy, buddy, and we appreciate you keeping us up to date. Sometimes the food does look good, buddy, and sometimes it just does not.
You need to eat your vegetables, dude.
Yes, you do. No tomatoes, though. I didn't know he couldn't have tomatoes, but that's good. Which I said, NorCal Girl. I said, "Oh damn, did I kill him when we went to Tommy's? Because they're famous for Gridiron Girl and Big Dog. That
Yes.
slice of tomato, it's huge.
So good.
Yep, that's why I have to make sure I always tell him no tomato.
Yeah,
Oh.
that
You
is
another one?
Yeah, it's a massive.
I am that unicorn Mexican. I don't like tomatoes. I don't like onions. I despise with all my soul.
Cilantro?
I despise corn.
Oh, me too.
Check your DNA.
So I'm sorry.
Check your DNA.
Oh,
There's
not
no
that
way.
again. We're sports sister.
Oh, I know. Oh my
That is
lord.
damn funny, man. Oh my god, that is great. Oh,
Well, I can't stand tomatoes because I'm allergic, but I don't mind corn.
do you know a lot of people in the United States do not know this? That 60% to 70% of the world is lactose intolerant. Didn't know that.
Fun
I've known
fact,
this for a little while. I guess we're a bunch of milk drinkers and breastfeeders over here. Jeez. I was stunned when I read that 60 to 70% of the world is lactose intolerant.
Yeah,
Now,
and
I
it's
don't
funny,
know if that's
it's funny that 30, 40 years ago that didn't even exist.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? Huh.
Makes you wonder.
Makes you wonder indeed. Ladies and gentlemen. So it's all good. I think we have everyone then now for this one. Anime Girl, I did ask. Oh, yeah, you're sticking with the electric people. All right. Gridiron Girl. You are up.
Before she does that, Speedy, if you're still listening, if you could please get your picks in, go to Facebook and get your just send it to me that way so we get your picks in, please. Thank you.
Yeah. After 15 tomatoes just didn't taste the same, so I cut them out.
Recap.
What is that the code at the supermarket for tomatoes, Matt?
3015.
3015? I don't know. It's all right. Let us know what you mean by that. But yes, Matt, you actually have quite a few games, and it's just, please, we ask you to take a look, and we need them all. I'm not going to go back because it just takes away, and it's not fair to everyone else. So come on, Speedy. Get together, man. Get it going. Gridiron Girl, you're up. Right
With
there.
what?
The
A recap?
recap, damn it!
Okay,
Damn, that
recap.
was a flashback. What?
Raiders. That's as good as it gets with Raiders. It's a big
I
dog.
appreciate that.
Yeah, big dog. Speedy. Color
Oh,
Maven. Scorekeeper. And with Chargers, it is Anime Girl,
Yeah.
NorCal Girl, Coffee, Sports Sister, The Philly Special, Engineer, Dream, Almighty, and Gig.
who's that?
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's all
That's some
good.
strange
She's the
girl.
one that has those sexy dogs, Roofy and Wheezy.
Yeah, it's about right, I suppose.
Oh, just real quick, side note, as we're all little tangent. I don't know if anybody follows Gabriel Iglesias. He
Yes.
posted yesterday that his dog, oh shoot, I can't remember, Riza, she passed away yesterday, and he says
Oh.
he's completely heartbroken. But the dog was 17 years old,
Wow.
so the
Hi.
dog lived a full life.
Yes.
And you
Yeah.
know, with his riches, he pampered that dog. I mean, that was like his kid.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm sorry, that was Enrique or Julio?
Gabriel,
Not
Gabriel. Sorry.
Iglesias.
Yeah.
not the singers.
I was gonna say I thought he already had one. Anna. That's supposed to say 2015. Yes, I get that. That's Sorry about that, Speedy. All right. I don't know where you got that one from, but hey, it's all good. Yeah, I saw that his dog died. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm sorry, Gabrielle. That's a bummer. All right, folks. Well, we're going to get to the next game now, and we are back. It is going to be the Denver Broncos at the Seattle Seahawks. This game is at 1:05 p.m. Pacific time on CBS. It is at Lumen Field. Last time these two teams played was on September 12th, 2022, and it was a nail biter. Seahawks 17, the Broncos 16. The big dog has the Seahawks at -6. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Do we have a win probability?
Yeah, we do actually. We have the Seahawks at 69.9%.
Wow, 9-9. Must be a German pick. I like it. Do we have for Lumen Field a weather report?
Yes, it of course is no dome, and it will be 70 and cloudy and overcast, or
That's a nice
overcast.
day
Excuse
in
me.
Seattle. That is.
Yep.
That moment Roger gets the singer mixed with the comedian. Yeah, wow. The singers. I know. I apologize. It is what it is. All right. So, for this game, we have for the Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm going with the Seahawks on this one, sadly. So it is what it is. Big dog, you have the Seahawks. Wow, that's a hard choice for you.
Yeah, but the Broncos suck, and they're going to continue to suck this year. So, I mean, I do want to win this whole thing. So I have to go with the mind, not with the heart. I still hate what's his face, Pete Carroll, but of course he's gone now, so that's a good thing. So I can pick them and be a little bit more at ease, but not by
He
much.
he moved up, right, to like a VP of something or other with the team. He's still with
He's
them, right?
he's an assistant. He's like a special advisor. But I do remember reading somewhere that he might go back to SC. But I didn't click on that.
All right. If he goes back, did he have any suspensions or anything? Because I don't think they were carried out. Because that's what's with Harbaugh. He has like a 2 or 3 year suspension. So if he were to go back, he couldn't do anything for 3 years. Aw. And we already have our first one in the chat room. Look at that. So Speedy is going to be taking the Seahawks on this one. All right. Appreciate
Oh,
that,
you gave
Speedy.
him his name back too. Cool.
Say what?
You gave him his name back.
It's a new season. He needs to
There
have
are
his name back.
times, Anime
Well-
Girl, thank you. There are times not to miss. He's in recovery. When he's back, oh,
Oh, when he's
Empty.
back, when he's back, the brain jokes are going to start. So, but once he's back,
Yeah,
healthy.
that's what I like about this group. Sympathetic.
Yes, we are.
But
Or yes,
you
I am.
have a timeline to
To
our
a point.
sympathy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
We
Sorry,
have
Matt.
we have a limitation on our sympathy. Yeah, no, I know.
Hey, Matt, when you were out and I first broke the news to the team, they were really, really concerned, Matt. I don't know if you know that, but a lot of people were praying for you on it. They knew the moment your sister, well, when you posted and then your sister, we've missed you, Matt. You've been included in every damn program ever since. So we can't wait till you get back. So it's all good. All right. So we have our first pick, Speedy, for the Broncos. We have
Hey,
Elway
hello.
7.
Hey,
What?
hey.
What?
Gig is the one that does the recap. Remember, you just said so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I haven't even picked.
And she hasn't even
Which
picked.
one?
All of them. She does all the recaps.
But
You
she
told her
hasn't even
to.
done the Seahawks and the Broncos yet.
I haven't even done them.
We're doing them now.
For the love of God, folks. So anyway, for the Broncos, we have Alma, who is now Elway 7. And then we have Dream for the Seahawks. Now, as I said, I'm going to go with them. Big Dog, you have the Seahawks. Are you going to stay with them?
Yeah, you already asked me.
All right, Gridiron Girl.
You know, I would go with the Broncos, but they're playing in Seattle, so no, I'm going to take the Seahawks.
Okay, fair enough. NorCal Girl, you have the Seahawks. Are you going to stay with them?
Definitely.
Anime Girl, you have the Seahawks.
Point spread.
Yeah, I'm sticking with the Seahawks.
Okay, we have it. And we added our pick, so there we go. And I believe the Big Dog already gave it Seahawks, so he actually gave it twice. So once he gives it twice, we have to do the recap. So,
Alrighty then.
Anime Girl, go kill it.
Anime girl, you mean Gridiron Girl.
Whatever.
Girl.
They all sound alike. Go ahead, Gridiron Girl.
Wow.
Oh,
I can't
God.
believe you said that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Alrighty. So, Broncos, we have, hold on, I gotta focus. Elway 7 and Dream. So, for the Seahawks, we have Anime Girl, NorCal Girl, Big Dog, Coffee, Sports Sister, The Philly Special, Color Maven, Engineer, Almighty, Scorekeeper, Speedy, and Gig.
All right. Excellent. So the next game, we'll be going over to Anime Girl. Go for it.
Right. The next game we have up is the Dallas Cowboys with the Baby Shits. The last time these two decided to go head-to-head was October 4th, 2020, where, unfortunately, the Baby Shits decided to do it all over the Cowboys, 49-38.
Wow.
high scoring
Sorry
game.
about that. Yeah.
These two will be playing at Huntington Backfield in Cleveland.
Thank you, young lady. So the Big Dog has the Browns at -2.5.
Yep.
They all sound alike. I didn't know women sound alike. That's only Scorekeeper. Well, yeah, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. All right.
Because Matt's intelligent.
Okay. Anime Girl, you are going with the Cowboys.
There's
Oh,
a
no,
shot.
I apologize. We need the win probability, please.
The win probability is the Baby Shits at 55.3.
Oof, okay. Is there
And
a
of
weather
course,
report?
no dome, and it'll be 72 and overcast.
Wow. Anime Girl is sticking with her Cowboys. The Big Dog has the Browns. You gonna stick with the Browns?
Now, my little baby shooters are gonna shit all over them. Yes, sir.
Since
I thought you said you
2020,
wanted to win.
They're looking to do it again. Wow. Gridiron Girl.
I will be taking the Cowboys.
Oh, you
Ooh.
disappoint.
Okay. All right. So, NorCal Girl, what's it going to be?
The Cowboys are going to be kicking off all that shit from the baby shitters. I'm going with the Cowboys.
The scorekeeper likes them Cowboys too on this one.
Really?
So, what? I've been hearing you all day, Gridiron Girl.
It seems to be that scorekeeper is now Matt. Whenever Matt, remember last year when Matt picked, we were like, oh. So now it's been a couple of times when Roger says, I'm going to go with, and there's been someone going, aw.
Yeah, you've been handing that label, scorekeeper.
Oh, far from. But that's okay. She gave me that label years ago, fortunately. It's just carrying over. That's why when she does it, I'm like, what? What did I do this time? But hey, it's all good.
That's
So
called a guilty conscience.
when it comes to Gridiron Girl, I suppose so. Would you say the same, Gridiron Girl?
Yes, I do.
Oh, you are absolutely awesome. All right, you're up, Gridiron Girl.
Oh, okay. Recap. We have the Cowboys. We have Anime Girl. We have NorCal Girl. We have Color Maiden. We have Gig, and we have Scorekeeper. For the Baby Ship Browns, we have Big Dog. We have Coffee. We have Sports Sister. We have The Philly Special. We have Engineer. We have Dream. We have Almighty. And yeah, that's it.
Excellent. So the next game will be NorCal Girl followed by Big Dog, and then it looks like I will have the Monday night game. The
Actually, I
second
will
Monday.
not. I will not be able to do it because I have to get going. I have to
See you
go
later.
get Kathy. I'll join you guys back on, but I won't be able to do anything because I can't access.
Understood. Appreciate
Safe
that.
journey
Be
And
back.
back. Yep, be back.
okay, so NorCal Girl, you
Alrighty.
will, if you don't mind, and if yeah, go ahead.
But go ahead and finish what you were going to say.
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Whenever Big Dog is gone, I lose my train of thought.
Yeah. Well, if he was going to do the Niners, I can do that one too.
You may do whatever you want to do, woman.
Oh, don't tempt me, honey. Anyway.
Oh, you two go get a room.
Anyways, the Commanders versus the Buccaneers. It's going to be on Fox at 1:25 Pacific time, and it's going to be at Raymond James Stadium. The last time these guys faced off against each other was November 14th of 2021, and the Commanders got an actual 10-point lead at 29-19 over the Bucks.
My sisters are going to tell me that they're in Alaska or Hawaii now as to why they got the kickoff time incorrect because they're on time for 8 o'clock and we're down to like 2 or 3 games doing the picks.
Yeah.
But we're going to need all your picks up until this game. We are doing the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Washington Commanders. So we'd love to hear who you have, Lukey's, in a moment. So we have the Buccaneers for this game at 3.5. They're favored. What is the win probability?
The win probability is the Bucks at 62.8.
Wow. NorCal Girl, did you want to do the weather or it doesn't matter at this point?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got Raymond James Stadium, and my forecast says cloudy, 31 degrees centigrade.
Okay. All right. So we're going to get going on this one. NorCal Girl, this was your game assigned to you. Sorry. Are you going to stick with the Buccaneers?
I need a good buck.
Impressive. We have a pick from the chat room. Lukey's will be taking on the Commanders. Excellent.
Well, why are you putting the Buccaneers in if she's going for the Commanders?
Oh. Because you're paying attention and I'm not. Okay. It looks like we have Elway 7 will be taking the Bucks. Thank you for that. And let me see. Matt Alvarez says more owners have signed the petition to change Commanders back to the Redskins. Yes.
Yay.
The Commander's name sucks. Thank you, Matt. Who are you going for, Matt? Commanders or Buccaneers? So, and NorCal Grow, you are sticking with them. Scorekeeper does not like the Commanders on this one. So I will be going with everyone else on the Buccaneers.
Yay!
The big dog is taking the Buccaneers. Gridiron Girl, what's it going to be?
I'll be taking the Bucks.
That was for you, young lady.
I know.
Okay. All right. So we already asked NorCal Girl. Anime Girl, I may not have asked you.
No, you did not ask me.
I'm asking you now.
I have down for the Commanders because I think the Commanders just might edge this particular game.
Okay, so Anime Girl is sticking with the Commanders. Matt Alvarez is going with the Bucks.
Yay!
So there we are. We have it. We have our picks for now. Gridiron Girl, would you do the recap, please?
I sure
for this
will.
game?
For the Commanders, we have Anime Girl, we have Color Maiden, and we have Lukey's. For the Buccaneers, we have NorCal Girl, Big Dog, Coffee, Sports Sister, The Philly Special, Engineer, Dream, Almighty, Elway 7, Scorekeeper, Gig, and Speedy.
Wow.
Oh, he's back.
Thank you, Gridiron Girl. I got the feels this morning. Whew. All right. So thank you for that. We are now going to head on over to the Monday night game. So you're going to take the last Monday night game, if it's all right with you, Anime Girl?
Yep, I
The
can do
Jets
that.
49ers. All right. So the next game that we are going to be taking right now will be the Los Angeles Rams visiting the Detroit Lions. It's at 5:20 p.m. NBC. It is on NBC. I hope I didn't say that twice. It is at Ford
You did.
Field, and the last time these two teams played was a little bit ago, October 24, 2021. The Rams took it to the Lions 28-19. So the big dog had the Lions at -4.5. Do we have a win probability?
We do indeed. It looks like little pretty cats are going to make it at 65.2.
A 65.2 win percentage. Wow. Okay. Okay. I may be the one that pisses everyone off then. I guess so. I don't know that. Oh, wait a minute. Why the hell am I? No. Oh, this team is a lot better. I think Scorekeeper is going to go with the Lions. I have a sympathy for the Rams, but the Lions, they have a damn good team. I do like the Lions for this one. So, Anime Girl.
Don't forget this is a revenge game also.
Yeah.
Remember last time Detroit and the Rams came together, what's his face lost the game. So now he's actually going back to Detroit for the first time.
Yes.
Since his big trade. So, and the fact they lost the game that they should have won. They should have won that last game.
Yeah.
So
this is a revenge game. I would have liked the Rams on this one, but I think the Lions being at home.
agree.
Yeah. This is going to be a good game, man. This might actually be the game of the week, in my opinion. So apologize for that. NorCal Girl. Oh, no, wait. Anime Girl, you are going for the Rams. You're going to stick with them, right?
Yeah, despite what looks to be an absolute whitewash for the little lammies, I'm going to stick alongside them and probably die on the hill.
Big Dog, you have the Lions. Are you staying with them?
Yeah, even though the revenge game, everything I said, I agree with you. The Detroit's just a stronger team. Period.
Yeah. and Jeff Goff is really looking the way the Rams wanted him to be. But it doesn't matter. Stafford won with the Rams. That was a wonderful season. Sorry, folks. I finally won a Super Bowl in a while when I cheered for the Rams. All right, so Gridiron Girl, what's it going to be?
So yeah, I'm torn with this game also because the Rams defense is unknown now that what's his face retired.
Aaron.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Actually, they're missing someone else as well. I forget who
their
the
whole
guy's name is.
yeah. It's
They've
the
got a
defense
few holes.
is unknown right now. So
Yeah. And going with the unknown, we go with the known, and the Lions look real good.
mhm.
NorCal Girl, are you going to stick with the Lions?
I'm staying with Aslan.
All right. I love that.
Not for reference. I'm surprised.
Elway 7 will be taking the Rams. Love it. Lukey's will be taking the Lions. And, oh, damn, that's what you get when you have carpal tunnel. Loki's. And then, Elway 7 says Stafford is back. Hell yeah, that's the way it should be. Love Stafford, man. I'd always been of the belief, but you've already heard this, that I always knew he could win if he had a good team, and look at what happened. So Matt Alvarez says, yeah, he's going to take the Lions. Okay, so there it is, folks. I believe we have everyone. Anime Girl, yeah, we got that one. So, Gridiron Girl, would you please?
Sure. Rams. We have Anime Girl. We have Color Maiden. We have Elway 7. For the Lions, we have NorCal Girl. We have Big Dog. We have Coffee. We have Sports Sister. We have The Philly Special. We have Engineer, Dream, Almighty,
Damn, I got the chills before you said my name.
Gig,
You can even see it on screen.
Lukey, and Loki. Sorry, Speedy. Lukey. I'll get it someday.
You will, with one S. Lukey's.
Lukey's.
There you go. Flattening you, woman.
All right.
I did get the chills right now.
Ask them if they like Gumby and Pokey instead.
Oh my God,
Oh,
that is funny. Gumby and Pokey. Well, they're
Aw.
listening, so we'll see if
More
they
like
like that
Pinky in
one.
the brain.
Say what?
They're more like Pinky in the brain.
Oh,
I think they're much more ruthless. You
that
see,
was a
you see, Rose, you see, Alma. That's why we told you you better choose nicknames, otherwise we will be ruthless. Damn, that's funny. Those
Rick
are
and
great.
Morty? I don't know.
Hey, man, it happened. It is really good. So, folks, we are now coming up to the final game. Anime Girl.
Oh, I got one. How about Beavis and Butthead? and Scorekeeper gets to choose who is who.
Well, there is a joke in the family that if they were, well, I wouldn't insult them, but Lukey's and Elway know about this one. Brewski and Brasky. But those are two other people that we know. Lukey says I was known as Pinky. But I would believe that was more Pinky Tuscadero, for those of you that know. Rose easily could have been, mind your own business, Siri. She easily could have been Pinky Tuscadero. I know that was an old one, but anyone want to help me on that one?
Grease.
NorCal Girl?
Oh, Happy Days.
That's right.
Oh, wrong one. Sorry.
What was that, Gridiron Girl?
Never mind.
What did you think
You
it
said
was?
Mork and Mindy or something.
I thought it was Grease, but yeah. Forgot
Hey,
Happy
it's all
Days.
good. It's the same timeline. It's all good. Actually, I think my sister would be thrilled that you said Grease. So that was really good. My sister, many years ago, when I was in high school, gave me a poster of what's her face in Grease, and it was a provocative picture. She was posing. My
Oh, in the bathing suit?
grandmother lost.
Olivia Newton-John?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, Gridiron Girl. My grandmother lost her baloney on that one. She was like, "You will remove that one." No, because you will remove that one. Why? She goes, "Well, the image." I'm still in the seminary. What's the problem? That poster created such a problem, man. That was so funny. But I apologize. I'm way off topic. Anime Girl, you are up, please.
Oh, right. I was just checking on Pinky Tuscadero. Who was playing her? It was Roz Kelly.
Rose Kelly, huh? No,
Roz.
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 I
R-O-Z.
Roz.
Roz Kelly.
yeah, but that's cool, man.
This didn't. I'm trying to think what was the singer. Suzy Quattro. Didn't she have the similar surname?
I have no
From
idea.
Happy Days?
I have no idea.
Joan Jett?
No, it was Suzy Quattro.
Actually, if you mention Joan Jett, that's another one of Lukey's favorites.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
remember Joan Jett when she was with the Runaways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me too.
Wow.
I remember Joan Jett when she was with the Runaways. In fact, I've got the LP School Days.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Right. Anyway, we get on to this last game.
No, it's all good. We're all having a blast with these blasts from the past, by the way.
Yeah.
Go ahead, anime girl.
Okay.
Speedy's like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah. Have I entered the Twilight Zone?
I don't know. You're talking about peeing in school, so I don't know.
Oh, here we go. Right. The last game that we have got up for today is the New York Jets with our favorite quarterback and the San Francisco 49ers.
I was wrong. I'm sorry. I was wrong. I thought
Yep.
you were a Joan Jett fan, Rose. Sorry.
Never mind.
Yeah,
Never
never mind. Wow.
Never mind. See? Right. The last time these two got together, the 49ers decided to redecorate the New York Jets 31-13. So obviously, their favorite quarterback and yours and mine didn't bother to show up, which is nothing unusual.
Wow. All right. So that is really good. So for the 49ers, they are favored at 4.5. Do we have a win probability for the 49ers?
We do. The old folk are going to take it 65.8%.
Impressive. Do we have a weather report? No, right?
We've got I've got the forecast of sunny with 23 degrees centigrade.
Okay, so you're going to have to translate everyone in the American audience. So
I don't
it's all
know.
good.
'Cause
That's
I-
actually going to be a warm day.
it will probably be a very warm day. 23. Probably in the low 60s, low
Really?
60s, something like that, possibly.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like in the 80s, but okay. All right, fair enough. Well, it's going to be a good day over in San Francisco. Oh, that's got to be in the 80s. So, all right. We already have our first two picks. Lukey's is telling me that Elway 7, sorry about that. Elway 7 will be taking the 49ers. And Lukey's is also taking the 49ers. So, Matthew, okay, here we go. Let me show that one on screen because Big Dog does go back every now and then to have to take a look when he misunderstands my accent. Matt over. So let's not put me on a timeline. We'll see what happens in a few weeks after my bigger tumor surgery. I think I'll stay in the hospital like I did on that Thursday in August. No, I hear you, Matt. But we're going to be on your ass no matter what. And you can take that however you want. But I need your choice, Speedy. And we're going to be on you for a while. So, Anime Girl. You are taking the 49ers. You're going to stay with them.
You darn tootin', I'm sticking with the 49ers. You think I'm taking the Jets with what's his face?
Wow, how the mighty have fallen. Big
Yeah,
Dog is
Rodgers.
going with the 49ers. You're going to stick with them?
Of course. They're going to
Wow.
destroy the Jets.
Ooh, Gridiron Girl.
Ooh, big sign.
Ooh, do that again. Wow.
Yeah.
49ers.
Oh, yeah. she's
No, do
not-
the sigh again.
No.
Oh, I love it. That's good, girl.
NorCal
I have to
Girl
adjust
is
myself
taking,
while I'm driving now. Jeez.
yeah. NorCal Girl is taking the 49ers. You're going to stay with them?
Oh God, yeah. Hometown team. They'd kill me otherwise.
Okay. Scorekeeper will take the 49ers. And it looks like that's it. Speedy, come on. You're in the chat room, buddy. Come on. Dude. Speedy, you're as much as I love you, brother. I am already this close to La Tortuga.
Speedy, we're gonna be on you like white on rice if you don't hurry it up.
Hey, Speedy, that's my sister Alma. So, as you guys all know, my older sister's Rose. She's Lukey's. Then, of course, we had my brother Lewis. He was next. As you know, he passed away in July. And then we have Alma, who is next. And then I'm unfortunately last, and I will for always be last. So, Speedy,
Well, you're the
uh,
baby.
You just want to
Yeah.
pinch those cheeks.
Well, I
no,
mean that's usually when he pole dances, but that's a whole other
no,
story.
no, no.
Whoever,
So,
whoever,
anyways,
whoever thought the
Speedy,
baby could be a hairy
Speedy,
woman
going
pole dancer?
once, going twice, Speedy, going 3 times, dude. Who is it? Jets or 49ers? I will never take the winners. Give me the Jets.
Ah, Speedy!
Oh, boy.
You made me
Speedy,
lose all consideration of you.
you are right there for La Tortuga. So I thank you for that. Gridiron Girl,
Alrighty.
would you
So
do us the pleasure?
the last game of the week, we have the Jets. We have Sports Sister.
I'm sorry.
We have Almighty. And we have Speedy. And for the 49ers, we have Enemy Girl, NorCal Girl, Big Dog, Coffee, the Philly Special. We have Color Maven. We have Engineer. We have Dream. We have Always 7. We have Lukey's. We have Gig and Scorekeeper.
Oh. So, ladies and
Oh.
gentlemen, we're good. We're done with the picks. Speedy, I need your picks for everything before the Raiders game. Lukey's, Elway 7. I need all the morning games from you guys. So,
Boris and
that's
Natasha, get your scores in here.
the what?
I said Boris and Natasha need to get their stuff in here.
Boris and Natasha. Well, there it goes. The names continue. So we need them. And if you guys can do that right now on your phones and then put the picks in the chat room and we can go ahead and move on, folks. But that's it. We're done for now. Remember, we need your picks right before the start of the game, right before kickoff. If anyone wants to join us, go ahead and join us. Right. Oh my God. We already got one. So Lukey's is going to take the Steelers. So I'm going to keep adding those as we go on. So the big dog, we did lose him for a moment. Wow, Alma. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, she's also taking the Steelers. So I'll post my picks on Facebook later. So says Speedy. So hold on one moment. Oh my God, I split Gig in half. I am so sorry, Gig.
Pardon?
Okay, so we have
Ouch.
Steelers,
Ouch.
Lukey's, and Elway 7.
I always knew he was a mouth. Never mind.
I want to know how he did that.
I am publicly sorry for that.
You will
Gridiron
be,
Girl.
boy. You will be.
I apologize. So yes, Matt, we're on you, or otherwise you're gonna be La Tortuga. So, again, everyone said you gave him your name back. Well, sympathy only goes so far. So as soon as we can get the picks from everyone else, we will be terribly excited. And yes, I suppose I'll speak to my sisters, or they can text me. Show me the list again. You know, this is what I'm talking about. We need you guys in at 7. There's a lot. You've got the Cardinals and the Bills. You have the Titans and the Bears. Oh, you have the Cardinals and the Bills. You have the Titans and the Bears. The Patriots and the Bengals. I see the ladies are still keeping Roger in check.
Who said that?
Welcome
Oh,
to the Ice Princess.
Princess.
Disney
Yep.
Queen, get your butt on here and give
And
us your
if
picks, girl.
Tanya would join us, and if she gives me permission, I will play her retort, which was only for me. But if she so cares, come on in, and I'll be able to do that. Okay, so Lukey's okay. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're giving us the picks. I will add them in, but oh no, you will not. Okay, all right, okay, fairs. But like I say, we need you guys here at 7, and then add in all the others. You can go to NFL.com schedules. God damn it.
Yeah,
It would be.
called.
It typical. It would be. I'm gonna do this right now. Wait, not unless you want the chocolate, the chocolate to come sailing through. Wow, Ice Princess is physically threatening me this morning. Wow. All right. So look, we will do this today. Lukey's is taking the Cardinals. Elway 7 is taking the Bills. Then Elway 7 is taking the Bears. And then wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then we got the Bengals for Elway 7. See, ladies, you're killing me. You're killing me. So, all right.
You survived us. You can survive those two.
Come on, tell the Scissor Sisters to get their act together.
Oh, there's another one. Wow, that was ruthless, anime girl. They actually liked you.
yeah, they actually did. Now they don't.
Yeah, I think it may be. Yeah. So we're gonna need your picks, guys. I guess I'm gonna leave. You know what? All right, fine. Damn it. I'm gonna leave them on screen, and then you can fill them in, and the rest of us are gonna continue with the program right now. So, do we have any stories that we want to get to right now? Please help me out, ladies. Okay, so Alma is taking the Colts. Okay. Lukey's. I need Titans. I need Titans, Bears, Patriots, Bengals. So thank you. As you see them on screen. All right. Do we have any stories, please? And Ice Princess, are you going to join us? Because she is dying laughing. She thinks it's great that the girls are keeping me in check. Actually, yes. There's quite a few people. Yes, Alma, this is a Noriega trait. We all stutter. Thank you. I noticed you put the Colts in again. So that's all right. Actually, I'm the only one that stutters in the family. None of my siblings do. Just me. So that's all right. All right, get to the story.
Right. Story which I have found concerns one of our compatriots' teams, the Philadelphia Eagles. It appears that the players of the Eagles were very loudly jeered as they took the field in Brazil, following controversial comments surrounding the quarterback, Darius Slay. It seems that Mr. Slay was forced to apologize after claiming he did not want to travel to Brazil to play in the Eagles International Series against the Packers amid fears of the country's high crime rate. He also took aim at the NFL bosses for sending both Eagles and Packers to South American nation before eventually U-turning and branding it a beautiful country. I think they call that hypocrisy, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Despite Slay's apology, fans inside Sao Paulo, Corinthians Arena, made their anger known by booing Eagles players as they made their way out for the pre-game warm-up. I'm afraid I'm surprised they didn't hit them with something because they are known for it. They are known for being antisocial. But there you go. So next time you're going to go to Brazil, keep your mouth shut, especially if you're an Eagle or an Eagle fan.
Look, you guys are trying to build a brand, and you all went to college. You all know about this. This helps you, and what are you doing? I'm not going to go because of the high crime rate, and you're going to go play a game over there. Smooth move. But speaking of smooth moves, forgive me, I want to bring her on right now. We have the Ice Princess, if she is available. And good morning, young lady. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm okay. I just woke up like 20 minutes ago.
I'm sorry, but thank you for
That's
joining
fine.
us.
Good morning, you.
Good morning. How's everyone today?
We are
Morning.
fine.
I'm fine. How are you, dear?
I'd like a little bit more sleep, but that's not happening. I got too much to do before my vacation.
Yeah, you've got some of your crafting to finish off, apparently, haven't you?
Gosh, yes. I'm in the middle of making a canvas Star Wars bag for my brother-in-law for his birthday, and then I have to do a couple of signage And then I have what I don't know. There's a bunch of other stuff I got to do that I can't even remember at this point. But
I
yeah,
imagine you're not up to it right now, Ice Princess, but I thank you for joining us. As you know, you have the open invite. When you are able and wanting to, we appreciate when you show off your wares. So we would, come on, I had to be stupid. You know that. I appreciate the laugh, though. Thank you, Ice Princess. 10 years ago, she would have given me a dirty look and probably thrown a bat across the country. But
well,
she knows. She knows.
I'm also in the middle of crafting, and I look like a mess. So I'm not even trying to be on camera.
Oh, hey, it's all good. Now, Matt Alvarez says story time by members of Sports Talk with the Guys or something like that. And then he says, oh, hi, Tanya.
Hello, stranger.
Yeah.
I can't remember the last time I saw you on the show, but then again, it's not like I've been on for a while. So
Yeah, it's been a little bit. So we are looking forward to, as we move forward, for you joining us and showing off the stuff that you'll be doing on your website. I think my sisters who are in the program will probably be customers of yours as well because of all the creative stuff you do.
oh really?
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm more than happy to take on some new projects.
Hell yeah. And it is good. I have two more games in for them. Lukey's will be taking on, I'm sorry, will be choosing the Bears and then
Well,
the
put them in
Bengals as well.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so there it is. Okay, so as I get the picks, I will be putting them on screen. So Tanya, where are you off to this morning? I mean, Ice Princess. Sorry.
Where am I?
Oh, maybe it's someone else's card that I hear. Then I apologize.
Yeah, no, it's not mine. But I am going out later because I have 100,000 things I need to take care of before my husband and I leave for Paris next week. So,
Paris.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, so she was supposed to come out to the West Coast and then realized I ain't doing that shit. I'm going worldly.
Yeah.
You gonna go to the Paris Disney?
Yeah, I'll spend 4 days there, and then we're gonna move to the city itself and explore around there for 3 days.
Oh, what fun!
Well, I hope the weather clears up because it's a little bit iffy over there at the moment.
I've heard that, but also so far so good. God willing.
Yeah. Well, we've got the Paralympics over there, so every so often we get a weather forecast for Paris, and the last one I saw it was sunshine and showers.
But we don't leave until next Saturday, so.
Oh, hopefully it'll clear up by then.
I hope so. But Roger,
Wow.
Roger,
Oh, yes.
what was the comment that you said last week?
The comment that I said last week was, Ice Princess, your name has been mentioned in the program. Are your ears ringing?
Roger,
Yes.
what was it that you said during the program?
Some to the effect of that the entire world is becoming Mets fans on this network. And why in the world would anyone want to be a Mets fan? Or something along those lines. Was it right?
Uh-huh.
Which, knowing you were not here, it was not directed at you. It was directed at Sports Sister. But now that you are here,
Mm-hmm.
fuck it. My life means nothing.
No, it does not. And I'm glad that you realize that. But you want to know why everybody's a Mets fan right now?
On this program.
Well, in the world, all Mets fans. Because whether it's this program or any program, it is because we are passionate fans. We know what we're talking about when we talk baseball. We know what we're talking about when we talk about our team instead of rooting for a team that never originated in New York in the first place. So, do you really want this conversation, or are you going to apologize?
Whoa!
Okay, did you know? Okay, I know she didn't see, but while she was going on her Mets tirade, or as I tell people, what does scorekeeper do? A lecturous tirade. That was really good. I just put my head down to the side. I'm like, okay, well, this is Pat. This will pass. She's a hardcore Mets fan, and I respect that. But now she wants an apology. Oh,
Did you really think that this too shall pass, honey? That doesn't apply to you.
oh, this too shall pass. Are we on the bridge of Khazad-dûm now?
He just feels safe because he's across the continent from you.
I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
feel safe when Tanya is traveling around the world.
Oh, dear.
She has the means and the ability to eliminate people. That's
do.
stupid.
I have people around the world who take care of problems for me because I cannot get my hands dirty.
Oh, here we go. My sisters are talking crap against me via text. Post it in the chat room, damn it.
I love it. I love it.
Matt says, nice Paris. Some of the therapy staff left on a trip to Hawaii. Oh, sorry, Matt. But you'll be going there. Oh, no, you're never going to go to Hawaii unless you go by ship, huh? So Matt Arrow says, I would say sorry. Matt, you're a good person.
He's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said.
I'm at war with Tony. So if I go to war with Ice Princess, yeah, I'm more than likely going to lose. Screw it.
I mean, haven't you ever heard you never fight a war in two fronts?
I've always said, yes, you mentioned it already about this. Not that we talked about this, Tanya. No, I didn't mention anything to anyone.
Yeah.
But Anime Girl did say, says, oh, you're going to be fighting a front on two wars. I'm like, fighting a whatever. Just blew it off. I'm not prepared to fight a war on two fronts. But when it comes to Tanya, I mean, what am I going to do anyway?
Die.
Damn,
She can make it painful or non-painful.
Oh,
Well, like I said, being the professional that she is, and the young lady comes over to slum it with us, like that's already painful for her.
I mean, let me tell you, it has been a week.
Yeah.
A week. When I tell you that murder was on the table, God help my colleagues.
Wow.
So, at least, sports-wise, it's not terrible.
Wow. I'm glad that you were contemplating 187 with with some others. Oh, okay, here we go. This is Alma says, sorry, I mean no offense. Mets. Name 5 known players, but you have to ask a total stranger. Whoa, the sibling comes to bat. Wow. Jeez. And the big dog did join us right now. So welcome, Ice Princess and Big Dog.
Oh, Ice Princess is here. Hi, Tanya. How you doing?
Hello. How are you?
Oh,
Boy,
she's not happy. She thinks you're in cahoots with me, Big Dog, which you are not.
what did I do? What did I supposedly do?
No, you didn't.
Okay.
It's a war between a Mets fan and whatever Roger is.
A winner?
I was actually going to say something else, but I don't know who's listening, so I rather just keep my.
No, Tanya, you remain ladylike and aloof, dear. You don't get down and dirty. It's not nice.
Matt says when Ice Princess talks, she sounds like John Tapper from Bar Rescue. She knows what she's talking about. That was cool. All right. That was actually a compliment.
No, I'm getting frustrated with the stupid vinyl that doesn't want to cooperate right now.
Threaten them. They'll cooperate.
I mean, that's always my first way to go. Threaten everybody and then apologize after, if even.
See, that's the difference. You're smart enough to do that. I'm stupid. I just threaten.
Yeah, well, after this past week and the hell that we've been going through for the past month, I say to hell with everybody. I don't give a flip anymore.
I'm sorry, young lady, that you're really having to deal with that. I hear it in your voice. I'm sorry. If you have, you're in a profession. Well, okay, I'm gonna let it go. I said what I said.
No, you can say it. Go ahead.
I would never, Tanya, I would never equate what you do on this program. I will never do it that way. I heard you and I sympathize with you. I get it, but I don't want to. No, I'm not going to make that connection.
No,
You know what I'm talking about.
you can make the connection. It's fine.
Well,
You and I have like a special. We've known each other for long enough where we have like a special relationship when it comes to what I do professionally and then being on this program.
you are beyond kind, Tanya. Look, I'm sorry you have to deal with that shit.
Yo, facts, man.
Yeah, you know, and I didn't want to be that obvious. And again, you humble me on this right now. Folks, and for the newer audience, I mean, this is Tanya. She debuted on this network. She hustled, worked, did everything to get her degree to enter broadcast journalism. She did so. She is doing what she loves, and as I say, I mean, she's a professional, and she comes
Yep.
back and slums it with us here. You see,
And
even
now
Big Dog's like, yeah,
and now she
That's-
now she rules the New York media.
Well,
yes.
let me tell you something. The New York media is struggling right now.
Really?
So, for those who are familiar, like those in the media industry, are familiar with what happened, with what has transpired within the past 3 weeks. Our sister station, WCBS 880, is no more.
Ooh.
So, a lot of our colleagues lost their jobs because the industry is just constantly changing. So yeah, to say that life has been a struggle for those in media, those in news. Paramount is being sold apparently. No, not Paramount. CBS News is being sold. ABC, Disney's been doing layoffs. Yeah, no. A lot of people are losing their jobs right now. So
Someone that I follow, and this is happening everywhere, as you alluded to. Brody Brazil, who is out on the West Coast.
Mhm.
He announced on the last day or two he's gone as well, and he's been with them like 15 years. And this guy is really good. He's really good on what he does, and I just don't understand what the hell's happening. When you look at the okay, Tanya, you know more than we do, obviously, but what we see on the side, numbers are up recently. But this is like in the last few weeks because sports, some of the bigger events are coming up. But I have to believe that this has nothing to do with the $1 million contracts for certain personalities. This is the overall slide, right? In live live sports, right? Or no, you even know more than we do. I'm probably all wrong on that.
it's broadcasting has changed so dramatically once streaming was introduced. People either go to the internet, but also like people's attention spans are just, even with
Non-existent.
sports, not everybody can just sit through a baseball game, a football game. You know, there are people who just like, okay, I'm done, I'm checked out, I'm gonna go do something else. So a lot of these stations are losing advertisers, and that's why all these sports industries are now going to streaming, because that's where the money is. And the thing is, nobody wants to listen to radio anymore, which is why the radio industry is struggling severely. But you put one foot in front of the other, hope to God that you'll still be with a job. But yeah, no. Like our sports here in New York, please. In New York, sports fans got nothing to worry about with WFAN. They're not going.
Yeah. Now, Tanya, I on the West Coast, I read about this about a month or two ago that one car maker, I don't remember who it is,
Mm-hmm.
doesn't want to even carry AM anymore in a car.
It's not
Crazy.
just it's not just the car makers.
Yeah.
There's a bill that's supposed to be going through regarding AM dial. They feel it's no longer important. It's not worth the money to deal with it. However, one of the politicians here in our tri-state area is like, no, it's super important, especially for emergency purposes. You cannot get rid of AM. So thus far, that is not going to happen. So that car person they could say whatever they want. It's not going to happen just yet. But yeah, no, there have been some. Who was it? One of my friends said that they bought a car recently and it didn't have AM, but then they had to go back and I forgot what the whole thing was. But yeah, AM is, which is why our sister station also went away, because nobody wants AM. Fortunately, my job is on the FM dial. So right now we're good.
You know, even over here on the West Coast, we have felt some of it. I know in the Los Angeles market, AM was the monster, and FM being the kid, you know, being the underling, they would always make fun of the AM people because they were the older group, whatever, by saying, "Oh, there's an accident on such and such freeway." It's all them AM gawkers. I mean, that's an old joke, and I remember them talking about that. But what I wanted to say is a major news station that survived all of the cost cutting was KNX out here, and I believe they're a CBS affiliate. They were KNX 1070. They still are, but they don't even give that name when they broadcast now.
What do they give?
They're their FM station.
Oh, okay.
So they have two. They have AM, FM, but they're always KNX, whatever their FM number. I don't remember what they are right
Yeah, that's the same. That's the same with my job. We don't do the AM call letters. We do the FM call letters.
Wow.
So even though I mean, listen, FM was something that we have been wanting forever. This is our third year, I think, of being on the FM dial. I think we'll be celebrating 3 years next month. And that's what pretty much has saved us. That, and people know that when they listen to us, they can trust what we're coming. See, the problem with our sister station, and I really shouldn't say the problem because a lot of people did listen to them and like them, was the fact that their news telling was like features. They did long storytelling, and with the way that the industry is right now, you can't do that. You need to make sure that you're doing things very tightly. So with us, it's like literally 22 minutes and you get the whole world in 22 minutes. And it's like that with sports too sometimes. You know, I've heard from some people that they can't listen to a whole game anymore because they're too long. I mean, obviously you saw what happened with MLB, that they were trying to shorten the game because people just don't have the capacity anymore to watch full games. They're too long.
And that's absolutely crazy, because being a baseball fan, I've lived in the 3 hour era. Big Dog and I, it's what we do. We would equate the innings. Third inning, an hour. Sixth inning, an hour. And by the ninth inning, the third, and minutes, where you always could tell if games were doing what they were doing. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'm going to cut you off because I have a question. KNX, is it 97.1?
Yeah, I think so. 97.1. Yes.
That's our sister station out there.
Okay.
Oh,
That is cool.
It's owned by Odyssey, which is the company that owns our station.
Thank you. Yes, Odyssey. I do listen.
Speaking of Odyssey, I'm sorry if I interject. With their bankruptcy, or for them filing for bankruptcy, was there any wonder if you guys were going to keep going forward?
What do you mean in terms of job
Because
losses?
I know they talked about it here. Because the FM station that I think it's 93.1, which is music. They announced on there on a little snippet saying how the Odyssey filed for bankruptcy, but that it was for a different, I guess maybe a different part of the company, and that it wasn't going to be affecting the radio stations. But that was just a few months ago, so I'm not sure if that still holds true or
Um,
what.
there's only so much that I can say about that.
I understand.
However, Odyssey is finding its footing.
Yeah.
So while changes have been happening across the company, they're finding their footing.
Okay.
And they have solid decisions have been made to keep the company going forward.
Thank you for that.
There's something happening in the works, but again, there's only so much that I'm
Yeah.
allowed. So I
I
can't
totally understand that.
of that.
Thank you, though.
No problem.
You know, being one who grew up with AM and FM, I didn't know the difference. I just knew there was more music on FM than there was on AM, and I always sticked in the AM world because I was listening to news. I was a KFWB guy out here in Southern California, which was a major competitor to KNX. Well, when CBS purchased the market, they purchased a competitor. They got both, and they eliminated KFWB. I was so loyal to them. They were so good. I always thought the KNX was a snooty one. Older people would listen to that one, so I would listen to KFWB. And they were always, I felt better. But they were eliminated and they're gone now. And that was my first taste of it maybe 10, 15 years ago. And now in the last year, Tanya, seeing this upheaval, I am late to the game on this one. And I'm at a loss. I don't understand how such a standard, and as you mentioned a few minutes ago, especially about the emergency alert system, everyone has, well, I'm generalizing, everyone has an emergency radio, and we leave it on the emergency station because we know if something goes down, you're going to have to go to that radio. Now, the emergency alert stations do change from time to time, but to not have a radio that doesn't have AM, that is alien in every which way. It's just something I just don't get. Matt Alvarez comments. He says, what really messed us up was when the AOL Time Warner merger. It was a bad move. Ted Turner didn't know that he no longer had control. Yeah.
Oh.
He made money. Go ahead.
Here's the thing with that, because I worked for Warner Brothers at the time when that went down.
Yep.
AOL bought, we all lost our jobs. They shut down all of the stores. They shut down a lot of things. A lot of good people lost their jobs with that. And it wasn't until like 2 years after the merger that Warner Brothers was like, what the hell did we just do? They were losing money. And they were like, no, we got to get this happening again. AOL was like, no, you can't open your stores and things like that. That's part of the deal. If people want to buy stuff, they have to do it through the internet. And Warner Brothers has been fighting forever so that they can get out of the deal. And they have not been able to thus far.
As one proverbial bitch slap, they got rid of the AOL name when they spun off the internet part of it. But it was the whole deal that remained. Yeah, you're right, Tanya. It's crazy. I remember when they were hot to get rid of the AOL part of it and sell it off, which they sold it for a massive loss. Now, I remember that when all that was going down, AOL was the only tech company that went from nothing to this massive billion monster that actually bought something. That's what everyone said, man, there was the only tech company that bought something. And then they were summarily kicked out shortly thereafter.
I mean,
after a few years. I remember the whole thing of synergy. Sorry, Tanya, go ahead.
You were talking about KFWB. I
Yes.
can't speak on that. But if you want to talk about it further, off the air. I can
Oh
totally.
wow. Because the way and that's interesting. I appreciate that. The whole thing, as I understood, when Congress unleashed the media companies, because there were ownership restrictions, studios with theaters, studios with television, and they allowed all that to happen.
Mm-hmm.
CBS was then allowed to own, among everyone else, they were allowed to own more than one station in a market. And as I know, and I'm probably wrong, but CBS owned two of them and said, well, we only need one. And they got rid of one.
CBS
But
used to own us too,
yeah,
but then they sold us off. So
I remember, and I think Big Dog does, we would hear Clear Water Broadcasting. Was that one of the big ones out here?
I
yeah,
kind of remember them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Clearwater, big. Well, it used to be.
Yeah, they used to be. Yes. They were, I think, I don't remember the numbers, but I think they were between 40 and 60% of the US market. But they owned one station in every major market.
Yeah, and then CBS came along, and they're like, "We're gonna own 2, 3, 4, 5."
Yeah, in the US market, it was I'm sorry, CBS and KCAL,
Mm-hmm.
which is channel 9 here, and CBS channel 2. So, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what's broadcasting industry. That's to say that if your kids actually want to go into broadcasting, tell them to go digital.
And if it was sorry, Tanya, if it was cutthroat, that's like the first 10 minutes in the industry, right, Tanya?
Yeah.
And not trying to be stupid or exact. I remember when the market crashed in 2008, and I was telling a lot of my clients, I said, there's too much funny money out there. There's going to be a correction. And everyone asked me how much. Well, I envision a 10% correction, which was significant. Well, you guys have all heard me. That 10% happened in the first hour. I mean, boy, did I get it wrong, but I had no idea. I knew it was going to be the correction, but I had no idea it was going to be that. Who did? Well, a lot of people did. But yes.
Well, I mean, all jokes aside, yeah.
Right.
And it's funny because when I studied broadcasting a few years ago, I was already involved in digital. But at the time, it was still the sports industry was still a man's industry.
Yeah.
So some people wouldn't give me the time of day. So I ended up in news. God knows I hate the news so much. My bosses know this. And it's just how I got into radio is beyond me.
Oh, I know how you got in.
But digital is actually the way to go. So I'm not kidding when I say if anybody wants to go into broadcasting, whether it's sports, news, whatever, definitely go digital. Learn streaming, learn all that stuff, because that's everything right now. Make sure you know how to use a TriCaster. Make sure you know all this stuff, because at some point, all of this is going to become irrelevant.
No kidding, Tanya. I'm already, and I appreciate having this conversation with you, Tanya, because you are.
I don't think your viewers do, because they're probably bored silly right now.
I was gonna say, you're dumbing it down for us, but we're having a conversation. But this is what we do on this network too, Tanya, and that's why I appreciate you spend time with us. I've always said that. I've told you already. I'm going to embarrass you a little bit. I've always respected and admired you. And when you were wanting to do the stuff and coming to share with us, I mean, damn, it was great. It was an all Big Dog, holy mother of God. In the 80s, 90s, it was a men's thing. Michelle Tafoya was an oddity when she was on the sideline. And I think it was Erin Andrews. And what did they do to Erin Andrews? Oh, my God.
They tore her up.
Yes. They did something horrible to her, and it was, well, yeah, you're a woman in a man's world, and that was BS. So when you were joining us, or well, first visiting with us and wanting to share your opinion. We loved it. There was a moment ago, Big Dog, when you weren't here, and Tanya had showed up and she was commenting, and I thought it was really funny, but the light went off. I'm going to go back to that comment, Tanya. It was a moment ago where I was the only one on screen. And then Tanya said this: I see the ladies are still keeping you in check. And I was the only male on screen right now, and the light went on. I'm like, holy crap. That's funny. That is damn funny. But Big Dog, when did we think that we would have a female presence on this program, right?
I'd always hoped it, but
Yeah.
you know,
We begged Gridiron Girl
yeah.
for years. And we begged Tanya as well. But Tanya,
I'll
go
tell you
ahead.
the thing. I went on when I was studying broadcasting. I had to go see my advisor in college, and I told him I'm going for sports. I wanted to be a part of SNY, MLB, all this other stuff. And he's like, "Well, what's your ultimate goal?" I was like, "To be a general manager of a Major League Baseball team." And he looked at me, and he goes, "That's never going to happen.
Oh,
It's a novel idea. You'll just be a novelty. You can't do this." Mind you, this is the
wow.
department. And I looked at him and I said, "I'm already relevant. People already are listening to me, and I've already started writing. So allow me to say once again, this is what I'm going to do. This is not what I want to do. It's what I'm going to do." And he just looked at me and he said, "Okay, so we have nothing further to say." Another, one of the other senior advisors heard what he said, turned around and told him to shut up, because there are already women in the industry, and women know what they're talking about when it comes to sports. Fast forward a few years later, I ended up working for WFAN, which is the #1 sports network. So as far as that advisor he can go suck it. Or
Tanya,
he's probably dead by now anyway, so whatever.
when we first met you through Cliff, and you were on, Big Dog and I laughed ourselves, or laughed at ourselves in joy that we had found someone, not female, but someone that had the same passion as us. Cliff had it, there's no doubt. You had it. And when you were joining, I mean, we were just like, this is awesome. This is awesome. And you were joining with us. So don't tell me, Tanya, if you didn't know it, Big Dog and I were peacocks, man. You
A-
had an entire world to go to, and you came to play with us.
And the only negative thing that he ever said was, "Oh, it's great. She's here. She knows what she's talking about. We can have conversations." But did she have to be a Mets fan?
I grew up in
That
the 80s.
shit goes all the way back, Tanya.
I grew up in the 80s. Yes, I had to be a Mets fan.
Yes. And it's funny. I mean, that's been the one stickler. That is the only thing that I've ever had to Tanya, right? And other than the blow up we may have had last week, I have pissed Tanya off. I know about 4 or 5 times. I did it twice on the radio. Marsha, watch it. That Marsha, get in here. You need to join. Marsha, this is who I was telling you about. You need to get over here. So,
Yeah,
Ice
but then they'll
Princess,
gang up on you.
yes. Oh, no, 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 no. I mentioned to you that someone else had joined us, Marsha Middleton, and she's also a Mets fan. And I'm like, oh, whatever. Here we go again. Because the joke is, when NDB Media started, after about a year or two, Cliff joined us. And before I knew it, we had 4 Mets programs on the network. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Damn you, Cliff. From the fiery domains of hell. Damn you, Cliff. It was hilarious. Oh, man. Oh, look, not everyone is perfect.
That's right, Roger. Not everyone is perfect. And we allow our friendship to continue despite your imperfections.
And folks,
And I could see the smirk on her face as she
Oh
said
hell
it.
yeah, hell yeah, I can. But you have noticed, and Tanya knows this. She knows it. I will never ever engage her. I will never pick a fight with her because two reasons. Number one, I actually do respect what you say, and two, I value my life, and three, um, I have never ever talked shit about it except for that one time. It was effing hilarious. I've always joked that I never say anything about my co-host. And Tanya left after a good day, and then all of a sudden I was like, this and this, and God, screw the Mets. Oh, and then damn it, Tanya's a Mets fan. Oh my God, what a freaking waste of time. And then Tanya shows up in the green room, and I'm right in the middle of a conversation. It's like Tanya is all, oh hey, what's up, girl? And all of the co-hosts were so shocked. Number one, because I took a shot at you, and two, they were just like, did she hear? And when you returned, no one said a word. I have to give it to them. The co-hosts were like shocked, Tanya. And then, of course, I told everyone. I told Tanya after. Tanya, you have to go back and take a look.
You want to know a secret?
What's that?
Big Dog told me.
Oh, it was Big Dog, right? Okay. Yeah. Well,
I remember that.
I always snitch to Tanya tail when something's going on. Like, hey, Tanya, they're talking shit.
Mm-hmm.
That is funny.
I think I PM'd her or something. I was like, Tanya, come back. Roger's talking crap about the Mets.
And again, the Mets, not her. My sister, the older one, Rose, she's like, Doyers! So, come on, Marsha, get in here.
Tell her she needs to learn how to spell that correctly.
Oh, right. Doyers. Yeah, with the Y. Yeah.
Yep.
Blaming Cliff. Wow, that's rude. On the plus side, Michael Day added me this week. Very cool. He added you to what? What did the operational manager add you to?
The band list.
It's very possible. I don't know. And I finally just gave Michael a title. I'm like, I don't know. I don't have a title for Michael. Oh, and you guys all know that when NDB Media was expanding, exploding, when we had God, there were 15 regular programs on the network when we were doing digital radio. That was unreal. Tanya was doing 2 of them. She was doing On the Black with Corel Cooper. And then she was doing another one, which was her own, which is the one that I'm drooling for.
Raise Your Glass.
Raise Your Glass.
Raise Your Glass. Yep.
We were there. That one was a good program. Not that Raise Your Black was not. No, don't get me wrong. You were second fiddle on that one. That's all. On Raise Your Glass, you were number 1. And you and Tanya, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. You and Roz did a great job on that.
Yeah, we've been talking about possibly bringing it back.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like a once a month thing.
Oh, that would be awesome. Lukey's, I'm not sure what you mean, but if you guys are out, I want to thank you. We are talking sports. And folks, that is actually a very good moment. It is 9:03 a.m. Pacific time. This is September 7th, 2024. I do want to give you guys a shout out that other than being rude to Cliff, this is Sports Talk with the Guys. It's been Sports Talk with the Guys forever. Just because we always felt that if we dropped off and someone would come in, it would be able to stay generic. But now that we have females on, Richard knew about that, and one day that I was out, he changed it to Sports Talk with the Gang. Oh my God, did I rip him a new one on that one?
I just about passed out when I saw that.
That was a directive issued by Roger. That was in the forum saying, no one will alter the name of a program. No one will, oh man, I went off. And I was like, oh my God, what happened? Go ask Richard. Oh yeah, but the thing was, I did the program. No one should correct. That's like if Tanya programs and then NorCal girls to try to change. Like, no, unless she was directed by Ice Princess, you leave it alone. Unfortunately, Richard learned. He was all right after that. But yeah, NorCal girl, I ripped him, and I was so pissed.
Oh, you
I
were
was
not
so
happy.
pissed. Yeah. And oh yeah, I think the post is still on the the forum page.
I think it probably is.
Oh yeah, I did not remove that one. Oh, remember? And then I posted something, and then someone removed the post.
Oh, I
Oh,
remember that too, but I don't
oh
remember
yeah,
who
I
removed it.
lost my cojones over that one. I was really, really unhappy about that. So, and I was like, you know what? Do whatever you want. If you're gonna correct my stuff, you're gone. So it's all right. That was a moment of arrogance. Oh yeah, everyone remember? Yeah, Scorekeeper was pissed for a while on that one. Yeah, just a little bit. So
Just a tad.
just a bit. So Tanya, I know you muted yourself right now, and I know you are busy, but
Oh, it's
when
only because my machine was running and I didn't want all that noise to bother people.
I
What's
appreciate that. You're going to Paris. Come on, talk dirty to us. We don't get to go to Paris all that often, Tanya. What's on the itinerary? Like, how many days? I know you're doing Euro Disney or whatever it's called.
Disneyland?
Uh, okay, for 4 days.
Yeah.
What else is on the itinerary for Europe?
I honestly don't think your listeners care, but
No, but we do.
we're gonna have dinner on the waterway.
The Seine River. Wow.
Yeah. We're gonna explore the Louvre. There's actually an impressionist museum that I want to check out over the Louvre. Everybody's like, "Oh, you gotta check out the Louvre," and I'm like, "Yeah." They're like, "You gotta see the Mona Lisa." I don't care. I see enough resting bitch faces in New York. I don't need to see.
Oh Lord.
Sorry.
But that's just me.
Did she invent? Is she the
She
standard for resting bitch face?
yeah, to me she is the standard. I look at this girl and I'm like, okay.
My sister's like, hey.
I'm sorry if I offended people, but
No, I don't. I think they're just surprised. My sisters are newer to the program. They've been on with us for about a month now, and I do want to give a shout out to them because they have been spending. Also, a shout out to my cousin Christina, who is also spending time with us. My nephew James, who is also,
damn, has
you
it been
know,
since I've been on the program?
they've been spending time with us
Wow.
in the chat room, and they're visiting with others. No, my sisters, they don't have the setup.
Oh
And
shit.
they don't have the desire to, but we're looking at possibly doing a remote. But the reality is, folks, my sister Alma. She is recovering from an illness. I don't know if I would want to put them in that spot or embarrass them in any way, but I could do it from the side so my sister Alma doesn't have to be on camera. But I know Rose would probably be. Rose was there with me when I did several of the.
No, I know Rose would probably be.
Okay, I'm hearing myself.
Rose was
Someone's
there
got to kill the website.
when
Marsha.
I did several of the. No, I know Rose would probably.
Okay.
Oh, Sports Sister.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. Hi, Sports Sister. Sports Sister, welcome. I want to introduce you to Ice Princess. She has a lot in common with you when it comes to media and entertainment. She
I was
is.
listening. She's amazing.
Oh my God. Like I said, this is local girl. I use that term loosely. Local girl does well. Yes.
Hello.
Absolutely amazing. I was very moved listening to your story, Ice Princess. And wow. You have my respect.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I was very quiet as well because Big Dog and I will never understand what you ladies have to endure in this realm. Don't get me wrong. When I talked about Big Dog and I acting like little peacocks, that's not far from the truth. This is us over here. This guys. And look at what we have. The vast majority of the hosts here are female. Are you effing kidding me? Are you effing kidding me? I mean, that is like, wow. 16 years ago, we were hoping to have the fairer sex join us to add flavor and stuff. And look at what we have now. Gridiron Girl was on with us a little while ago too. Wow, wow. I mean, screw the rest of media.
I'll tell you a teeny bit about I'm a bit older than Ice Princess, like a lot, but but when I was a kid and I learned about sports and male sports specifically, I became a Jets fan because of Joe Namath, and my brother was the one who told me that he was going to change everything about football. And I watched him step onto the field, and from then on, um, I I really was a Jets fan. I bought an Emerson Boozer number 32 um, shirt and wore that, and guys would be, oh, you don't know anything about football. And I'd say, yeah, okay. You want to sit down and talk about the Jets? We can talk about the Jets, but and it's been a long way to listen to the voice of women in male sport. I like to watch men play sports. I do, and sometimes some women will say, "Well, why don't you watch the WNBA?" I watch the WNBA. I just prefer to watch the NBA because I like to watch men play sports. That's me. So, but yeah, it's gratifying. It's really interesting how things have changed and not changed, and so I'd like to ask Ice Princess a question if I could.
And of course, now let me interrupt you real quick. Ice
Mhm.
Princess,
Yes.
you know that she is a New York sister as well.
Oh, I love it. Well, when the Jets fan, that's
I,
me anyway,
Sports
because
sister.
nobody's
yeah,
gonna root for the Jets that's not from New York. So I just
That's funny. That is funny.
I was born in Harlem and raised in Queens. So,
yes.
and in fact, I was raised in one of the toughest projects in New York City, which you're from New York City, so if I mentioned it, you would know.
Yep.
Exactly. I was raised in 40 projects.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. But I would like to ask you a question about what do you think about it just went out of my head. Oh my gosh. It'll come back to me. There was a question I wanted to ask you. Oh well, it'll come back.
That's fine. I have a question for you. Since
Hmm.
you like to watch men playing the sports, how do you feel about the integration of women in sports, playing the sports with the guys?
Are you talking about as far as possibly being an NFL player or being an MLB player
Hmm?
at that level?
Yes.
It's interesting that you should ask that because I was looking at the flag football phenomenon that's happening, and I
Mm-hmm.
and I know what that is, and you know what that is too. Um, it's trying to get women into the arena where, frankly, I believe that men play men's sports, and women, if we want to play football, then in the style, then we should have our own league.
Agreed.
And I don't mean the lingerie leagues either.
Oh,
By the way, when the
oh.
big dog and I were calling games, we were calling female football games that were professional, that padded up, wore
And they do
uniforms.
have them,
Yes,
absolutely.
and that was a privilege for us.
Well,
And I
that
have a tiny story when we were at Cal State Fullerton, and my sister and a friend and my daughter, we called a game, and I was like, wow, we
mhm.
were ahead of the curve. And again, NDB Media was ahead of the curve. I'm sorry.
That's
Go. I have that story to tell as well. Yes.
well. So
We did.
I prefer, that's what I prefer to see. And I also understand what's happening on the sidelines where they show women who are there and they're giving the guys their drink and their Gatorade, and they always happen to show the women, and they want us to see that women are on the sidelines and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
What do you think?
Let me tell you something. I'll watch MLB games, and I see the girls sitting on the side as ball girls, and I see some of the catches that they make, and I'm like, honey, yes, women need their own league. Can we get a women's league, please, going? This isn't to say that women cannot hang with the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say that at all. However, I think it should be separate.
I agree.
As forward thinking as I am, I don't think the two should be together at
I
all.
agree. I'd watch it.
I give kudos to the women who are coaches and, they're calling the plays and things like that. Love to see that.
Mm-hmm.
No problem with that. But as far as anything else being on the field, I do not agree with.
I agree. I don't know if y'all can see my background. I
Yes.
Well, let me.
Are you able to see it, Tanya?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the Mets mermaid, I believe.
Yes, and I started her this year just out of I don't know where she came from. So I call her C Metsy, and she follows the Mets, and she's an avid fan, and she has adventures with them and stuff like that. So I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I think that women's professional baseball would be something that would catch on. People would watch it because they want to watch it. You can't force people to watch something. They watch it because they want to watch it. I'm gonna spend money. I'm gonna buy the jersey because I want to, not because you tell me to watch it or you tell me to buy the jersey. I'm not gonna do it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like her.
Yeah, it is great, and she introduced her to us when she joined the network as well, and I think it's a good thing. Tanya, you'll get to know Sports Sister more, but I want to let you know that I believe it was the first president of the fan club for. Go ahead, Sports Sister.
Well, the Jacksonville Jaguars, when they first came into the league, I had served as their president of their official fan club.
Whoa!
And and worked with Mr. Weaver, and it's a super fun experience. Oh my gosh! And so yeah, I'm a pretty super fan.
When Sports Sister joins us for other interviews, and she's not the only one. I joked, I don't know if it was on air or off air, but I told Michael and Jag, this woman has more experience in her ring, in her pinky, than the three of us combined, and I have 16 years doing this. You've been involved in the fan project for a long time as well. You girls have something in common, you and Tanya. There's no doubt.
I think we do. I immediately felt the vibe, so I'm great.
And the only jab that I have on Tanya is her being a Mets fan. There's nothing else. I mean, we share Star Trek, Oh my God, Tanya! There's like so many things, right? I mean, she humbled me one time a few years ago when a new program was announced, and she put on Facebook, "Oh my God, they're doing this. What does Roger Noriega have to say on that?" I cried for 3 days. So I was like, wow. And it's the other way around. I never, ever forgot that. I was like,
Roger, I hope that you feel some of what you have given to people over the years. I'm a fairly recent, although I've seen you, I've been kind of hanging around for a couple of years, kind of lurking, and you have given so much to so many people. It's quite astonishing, your body of work. I want to thank you for that.
You
Thank
know,
you for bringing that up, Sports Sister. It's something I've been trying to beat over his head for a while. He doesn't realize actually how many lives he does touch.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I didn't beg Gridiron Girl to join us because she was female. I begged her to join us because she knew football and had a passion for it. When Tanya was talking baseball, I'm like, we have to have her. We need to have her on our network. She talks baseball, not because she's female. Was that a plus? Oh, come on, let's not be stupid. Same thing for Gridiron Girl. Let's not be stupid. But they know what they're talking about and they're opinionated. I'm like, oh my God, yes. it, and that's one thing that we have here. We don't agree. And that is the beauty of it. I wanted to share, and I'm not making this about me, but you know what? I begged my sister, Rose, and I said, Rose, we're calling female football games. The big dog and I've done it alone as well. I think it would be absolutely awesome if you were to show up. It didn't take very much for her to say yes. And she brought her friend along with us. And we went to several different colleges and places. And yes, I did play by play. I did it alone from time to time. And then I had the big dog who did color. But one of the best games that we ever had, it was me, the big dog, my sister, and her friend that were there. And that was my team. And we were calling women's professional football. And I thought it was so awesome that you didn't have two guys babbling all the time. You had two women, and they had awesome commentary. They appreciated their role. They understood the role that I was asking them to. I'm asking you to be a part of something. I need you to learn your way. I know they wanted to talk. I know they, but every time I went to them, they updated us on where they were on the field, how many yards, what they had done, everything that they were, and their commentary. I said, okay, here we are in the game. What's your opinion? And my sister would say, up until this point, the team has been dominating here and this. And I'm like, wow, they were commenting on what they were watching. And my thing was, all of you can kiss my mother because I had real people. And that was what we called ourselves for a while. NDB Media, the People's Network. Remember that, Tanya? I know she's on silent right now, but we had that one for a while. It was the People's Network. And I've always, always had that. And then Matt now tells me, yes, Roger, thank you for letting me call or text you at any time. Folks, if I detect the slightest bit of passion or interest, the reason why I try to reach out to everyone is because, and I know you'll find this all hard to believe, but I was the shrinking violet that could never speak in public. I could never stand up to give my opinion. And everyone was like, bullshit. Not that I didn't want to, but I was frightened. I was always the last one to give the speech. I was always the last one to go up. Because number one, you all know I stutter. And it would happen at inopportune moments. So I didn't, my greatest fear was wanting to give the speech. And yet I memorized all my speeches. I knew everything. That's the only way I could give a speech is by memorization. I had memory. That's why I can quote back to you Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan, Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, Star Trek 5, The Final Frontier, and some scenes in. I bore my family in the car when I'm listening to the music of a battle scene and I am doing all the voices in the moment. I can do Star Trek 3 stealing the Enterprise verbatim, word for word, because I had that memory. I still have that memory. And I always want to do this. I always want to do voiceovers. But I understand how frightening it could be. And that's why I beg and plead with people to join us. If someone tells me, oh, no, I can't do it, I said, oh boy, you're talking to the right person. I believe we all have a voice, and I think someone said earlier, and I smile when they said it, I have earned what I have. So I don't deserve anything, and everyone who's on with us doesn't deserve anything. They've earned being on here. And do you know what it takes to be on with us? The desire to converse. Because if we deal with people that are stupid and are like, screw you, you're wrong, they don't spend time on this network. So I never told that story about my sister, but I asked her years ago. This was like in 2010. This is when I started doing the broadcast radio, and she was on there. She went down with the field when we did the on-field interview. When the California Quake did an incredible come from behind, down 19-0 with 8 minutes 9 seconds left to play, down 19-0. They mounted one of the most incredible comebacks I'd ever witnessed in my life. And when the game was over, they won. I said, Rose, Gmo, you're going to the field with me. And we walked out to the field. We were waiting on the sideline. And I said, Rose, Gmo, stay here. Wait for the coach to signal us. And the coach saw me. They're celebrating on the field. And when it was appropriate, he came on over. And I'm like, Coach, tell me. I mean, what do you ask him? What an incredible, miraculous playoff victory down 19-0. What do you ask him? Like, talk to me, Coach. You just tell me. Okay, Lukey says, okay, stop. I said, hey, it is what it is. Folks, I get emotional over us. I always will. You guys know I get emotional a lot. But I do it over us. You know why? Because I've always said, I champion the person that I admire the most is the person that no matter what is over their head, no matter how shitty things can be, no matter how bad, they wake up every morning and they put in the proverbial time card into the clock of life, and they punch that card every day. You know who they are. We probably all have been there. Those are the people that I admire the most. It's not that they're lower in society or higher up. It's that no matter what they endure, every day they wake up and they do what they do. Those are the people that I admire the most. Some of us are them. Some of you are them. But Sports Talk with the Guys, along with NDB Media, is us. Marsha, how many times do I say that? Every interview. Oh, Tanya. Oh, my God. Ralph Branca. They got Ralph Branca, and Tanya let me be in on the interview, and Blog Talk Radio snubbed us for the pick of the day. Go ahead, Tanya. Weapons free. Fire.
That's probably one of like my favorite things, man. Let me tell you, I've had some of the best interviews as being a part of NDB Media. So I will always be grateful to you, Roger, Big Dog, for helping me pluck along as I was trying to find my footing in media. So, I had some of the best interviews. I loved it. It was great. And then I got too busy and I had to stop.
Who was the catcher with the Mets that you also got? He was a blast, man.
Ooh.
Was it Clint Hurdle? No, right?
No.
But it was the Mets catcher that supported Gary Carter.
No. Suena.
He was awesome. He was awesome. He spent a lot of time with us. And that was another interview you set up, Tanya.
It was a lot of good stuff. I loved that show on the Black. I know, you talk about Raise Your Glass, but I really enjoyed On the Black with Pharrell.
Yeah.
And that was the other thing. I told you I wasn't going to do a show unless I had a co-host. There was no way that I would carry a show by myself.
Well, you started to carry it with Raise Your Glass.
Are you kidding me? That was all Rosalind.
She joined you right away,
She was
but you
fantastic.
were doing that one. You were doing that one on your own, and she readily became your co-host. And there's another one, Rosalind. Oh my God, folks! Cliff did a snippet of voice. I mean, dude, he heard everything, and he did a great intro for us. And I had said, and damn, Cliff, I had something to the fact. Could you imagine that I woke up at 3 in the morning, Roz woke up at midnight to cover the royal wedding back in 2011. We did the royal wedding, but Cliff, the dumbass, put the snippet where it said, "Yeah, Roz and I woke up together." Like, what? And I was like, "Dude, you realize that you're insulting Roz? You're not insulting me." And I asked Roz about it. She just chuckled. She laughed it off. She thought she was like, I know what happened." But Cliff put it together, and I was so embarrassed by it. But we covered the royal wedding. I mean, all the stuff we did. You guys know, we broke the news for Fukushima. We broke the news on the nuclear explosion. We were covering it that Saturday night. We broke the tsunami. No one in the American media was covering that. We were covering that. Of course, you know what happened on May 1st of 2011. We were the first American station to be covering SEAL Team 6. That was us. But that wasn't me. That was everyone that was on the network. I don't think Tanya was with us that night because it was late on a Sunday and she might have been traveling. I remember Tanya would have joined us. She was already with the network. And I have yet to go back to listen to that episode, but I remember, and now I share it with everyone what I said. I called everyone by name and I said, Mark, Roz, and Peter, Cliff, Ramey, and there were others. And I said, guys, stop what you're doing and look around. Look around at where you are and take it in. Live this moment and pay attention because you will always come back to this moment. And you are here now. And talk to yourself into the future because you will always come back here. This is one of those moments in your life. This is what we do. And you are here now. Savor it. That was one of my heavy emotional moments, Marcia.
Well said.
It,
Applause.
it's funny you should say with the last part that you said, savor the moment. One of my more recent football memories is we had a Super Bowl here in Jacksonville, Florida, the only one they'll ever have here in Jacksonville, Florida. But but and I was in the halftime. I was part of the halftime show kind of thing. And so we would practice and Paul McCartney was going to be the halftime show and so I would look around at the young people who were standing there, and once the halftime show started and I told them, savor the moment, exactly what you said. Savor this moment because you're going to look back on this and you'll have it inside of you. Put down your cell phone, put down all that. Listen, hear, experience. And so what you said, Roger, is so very cool. Yes, absolutely. Savor the moment.
Roger,
That night, Roz came on and she had the quote where she said she was falling asleep. She was watching the internet, saw some chatter, and she's like, what's going on? And she turned to N Blog Talk Radio, NDB Media, and saw that we were on. And Roz was, and I'm paraphrasing, she's like, oh shit, something's going on because Roger's on there. One of my greatest compliments was she goes, okay, something's happening. Roger's on air. And she joined us. And I remember when I was celebrating, it's a political commentary, and Roz on air says, I'm not going to celebrate the loss of life. And I remember turning to her and I said, no, Roz, but there are times and there are moments that some people have to go. and this is one of them. I didn't kick her off. I didn't tell her she was full of shit. I was so happy that she shared her opinion on that. It's completely contravening mine. Didn't matter. I was so happy that she had that opinion. Didn't like it. I did not. I don't think I've ever told her I did not like it, but I respected her that she shared that opinion. My answer to her was, Tanya, sometimes some people have to go, and he was one of them. And you guys know what I'm talking about. May 1st, 2011. Yes, but yeah. I disagree. I disagree with NorCal Girl. I disagree with Mr. Juno DNA project down there.
Yeah.
You know, I do that. I disagree with Tanya. I definitely disagree with Anime Girl. And oh my God, I don't know if the big dog and I ever have anything in common. That's what makes us here. That we're adults and we can get past it. Do we get mad at each other? Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah. You see NorCal Girl nod? Oh, look at that. Hey, do you see that? Look at that.
Oh, how cool.
Mets fan club for kids. That is neat.
I mean, you
Now, if
wanted
we
to
could
see
get
some
it
of
to say
the Mets,
Dodgers fan club will be cool.
I'm
huh?
sorry, what?
Now, if we could just get it to say Dodgers fan club for kids, would be cool.
Okay, so you see, ladies, I'm not the only one that is taking
Well,
shots.
and I'll tell you, NorCal Girl, you are one of the reasons why I actually joined and and wanted to talk, because listening to I won't belabor the point, but other women kind of just talk about sports. It's not a big deal that you're a woman, but you know sports and you love it, and
Yeah.
I get that, and it's so cool.
I get a little overly passionate at times, but
Mhm.
You've kept your passion in check. I hear your passion. Oh my God, when we converse, you've kept it in check much more than anyone else. Ice Princess,
Yeah.
oh, for the love of God, no. she wears it and she tells it.
Once
yeah.
I heard
And if
your
nobody,
accent, Ice Princess, I was like, okay, let's go, let's bring it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Tanya. What was that?
no, and I don't apologize.
Oh yeah, there's
This
no
is
need.
who I am. You don't like it. Well, the problem is you, not me.
Yeah, and that's the thing, that we all have the opinions. But again, not being pedantic, the reason why I listen to Tanya, why I listen to NorCal Girl, and now why I listen to Anime Girl as well as Sports Sister is because you never say this sucks. And that's your answer. No, you say why. Because we've had people that all they say is this sucks or it's dumb. Well, get the hell out of here. You have no place to be here. Seriously. How
But
many
you
times
better
have
come with
people
the
commented in
rationale
chat
behind it.
rooms that said stuff right after I did my spiel and said the exact opposite of what I said, but yet I posted their comment? Why? Because it was a well thought out comment. It completely said I was stupid, but it was a well thought out comment.
She's
I'm all
laughing.
right with that. I am all right with it. They didn't say you're stupid. I get that enough in emails and text messages.
I don't know. Yeah, you probably talked about it, but the Mets game last night was pretty darn cool.
Oh, for the love of God. Okay, that'll bring Ice Princess in. It is getting warm. I need to get to my. Oh, we just lost Ice Princess.
Darn cool, because she's probably said everything that she wanted to say about it. But it's exciting and it's a great time of year. Yeah, you got baseball and football.
Yep,
Come on.
September. It is. Anime Girl, thank you for joining us and returning. Someone who has said off air, what do I have to contribute to a sports program? I've already told you enough times. I'm going to tell you again publicly. Your passion is what brings you to this. And you, of all people, who would say is limited when it comes to American sports, you have found a place and you have added your voice to this program regularly, where other people, when you're out, they ask where you are. Remember that, Anime Girl. People ask for you. They ask for Tanya. They ask for Sports Sister now. Well, no, they ask for Marsha in the other capacity, but they're going to be asking for Sports. They ask for NorCal Girl. When they're not here, they ask. Keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm not making that shit up. People ask, and they do it in the chat room, huh, NorCal Girl?
Yeah, they do.
They do. Ah,
That's good shit anyway.
a
Oh,
hearty.
now we know who taught you. We got a rough idea how to get rid of you. Yay!
Women are taking over the network.
All I can say, I'm the only one right now, which is really strange. I never envisioned that. Never envisioned that. So, let's see. Matt says him and Big Dog have come up here for wrestling shows. Roger hates. I wouldn't say I hate wrestling. Matt, we sat on metal folding chairs for 4 hours.
Oh hell no.
Nope, not happened that.
I went to meet Matt, and it was great. We had a blast. Am I a wrestling fan? No. Would I go up there again? Yes, because I get to spend time with my co-hosts. Are you effing kidding me? That's what I'm trying to do now. That's why I'm starting to travel more, and that's why I'm going to New Orleans to meet some of them that are going to be able to make it, and other people as well. But along the way, I'm going to be meeting some people that are friends, family. I know I used the word friends, didn't I? Ooh,
Yeah, you did.
I
and you
never.
don't say
I don't have
friends.
friends. At work, when management says, "Well, you're friends," no, they're my coworkers. But your friends, coworker. But you're friendly, coworker. Because the minute they try to nail you as friends, they can do, here comes whatever. I'm like, they're my coworker. But you spent their coworker. And there are times I have to tell them, how many times are you going to ask the same asinine question? And the funny thing is, they look at you that the first time because they don't know what you just told them. Because engineers are stupid. Give them a calculator and you can threaten them with a calculator.
We do have one engineer though who is very smart.
Where is he?
I don't know. I'm kind of upset
He's
about that.
communing with the grass.
I would hope he's communed with the grass long enough.
Yeah,
See,
under
Ice
his
Princess
feet,
knows
by
who
the
it
way.
is. It's Jay. He is a coworker. He's a great soul. And he's absolutely awesome. I worked with him, or as Jay would say, for the love of God, yes, I actually worked with Roger.
My
He's being polite.
condolences.
He's the only co-host with his own OnlyFans page.
And it's
Yep.
funny. I don't know if you saw this, Ice Princess, but Jay put a picture. He took a picture while he's standing in the grass of his feet. And all these people have lost their minds about that Jay has a foot fetish. And he's got an OnlyFans page for that, which is absolutely hilarious.
There's some things I don't need to know.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, awesome. You know what? Whatever. But his theme was he's like a personal trainer as well. And he's like, how many times have you just stood in the grass? Okay. That's what his image was, standing in the grass, And then everyone here on Sports Talk with the guys went stupid.
And rightly so.
And rightly so.
Yep.
It's what we do. We didn't go right. We didn't go left. We went stupid.
Oh, Roger, you wanted to see the new thing that I made?
Oh, yes,
please. Yes.
Okay. I try to do this without actually being on camera myself.
So hopefully my
Oh, and
sisters look at that,
Ooh.
folks. This is another thing that Tanya has. So would you tell us what it is that you're doing?
I'm just creating. Like I put vinyl images on bags, shirts, tumblers, signs. I made oh my goodness, my husband was so happy yesterday because I made a glow in the dark haunted mansion sign with the big hat ghost.
Oh.
And he was so happy. He's like, why didn't you do this sooner? I was like, well, why didn't you buy me the material sooner?
Oh my.
Yep.
So I have
Tanya,
to know how to buy everything. So
Ice Princess, I think I'm gonna have a order for you coming up for Christmas here shortly too.
oh, okay. Thank you. Much appreciated.
Yeah, no problem.
But everybody has loved my sarcastic Mandalorian shirt where it
Oh,
says
need to see
sarcasm
this.
the way.
You have a website, or where can I see this?
Yeah. Tanya, please,
yeah.
if you tell us what it is, and if you don't mind, type it in the private chat so I can get it on screen as well.
Maisto is a super mega Star Wars fan.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Hey,
you have
Tanya, was I, other than you advertising,
Mhm.
I know I'm ambushing her right now. It's probably not fair, but she'll tell me the truth.
What's up?
Was I the first one that publicly went with all of your stuff?
Yes.
She had to think about it because I know a lot of people have done it as well. But I think I would. I may not have been the first, but I was one of the first.
You were, yeah, you were the first.
Oh, that is cool. I saw what she was doing, and I'm like, that is unreal.
I need
Mhm.
She's
to.
really doing some creative stuff. It is Amazon. I'm so sorry. Amador Card Designs.
Hmm.
She started with Christmas cards,
Yeah.
and
That's,
I've been purchasing them for a few years.
And she's done some amazing work. She's done 2 tumblers for me. She's done 2 Christmas ornaments for me. It's just she does amazing stuff.
And there it is. If you look that up on Facebook, folks,
hmm
it's right here, and I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to go to the screen. There it is. I did the search right here, Amador Card Designs, and oh wow, you're up to 96. Awesome. Here it is, folks. This is what she does. And oh, that's what you were talking about.
hmm
Welcome, foolish mortals.
I like that.
Yes. Welcome, foolish mortals. This is the stuff that she's done. Oh, okay, that's one post. I'm sorry. And then she has others. Okay.
Yeah, I haven't done a lot on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know.
But look,
But
folks, here are
Oh,
some of the images.
I like
I know what that looks like. So on her greeting cards, they are handmade. And I've been buying them, I know at least 2, maybe 3 years. I don't remember right now. But NorCal Girl, you purchased one as well, didn't you?
I don't think I got the card. Yes, I did. Okay, so yes, there's a card too. So I've got then 2 Christmas ornaments, 1 card, and yeah, 2 tumblers.
Okay, I got you now. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and this is the link to the website.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look at this, folks. This is good stuff. And I think I embarrassed Tanya one day because when she sent me the package, we did it on air. When I'm like, oh my God, I ran, I got the box, and we opened it on air.
Yeah.
That was cool. That was neat. I know the camera angle wasn't the best, but Tanya hadn't seen that. Someone opening the package.
Yeah, that was awesome. I loved that. I was like, oh, this is so cool.
And it was a thrill to be able to do that. But folks, this is some of the stuff that she does. Look at that. All handmade. All handmade. So it is absolutely awesome. They're well done. And that's just one of the things that she does. She does other items there as well. Amador Card Designs. So okay, here we go. Here we go. Thank you for that, Tanya.
Mhm.
We are going bigly. Amador Card Designs bigcartel.com. I had to throw in the accent. Look at that. Here it is. Products, about, policies, and contact. Of course, we have to have legal stuff. Shop now. And there it is. Here are just a few of the items that she has. That's a nice touch, Tanya, on your website too, how when you scroll through, you see that little like flash, the new item entering. There.
Yeah.
You see that. Santa ornament card, peaceful stars, merry and bright, elegant reindeer. And they're I don't know if you can tell, folks, but I always do this, right, Tanya? I'm sorry. I don't know if you can tell, but there's depth to these cards. That's what makes them awesome. Okay, it's not the only thing.
They're
Right here,
pretty.
you can see it. Damn good picture, Tanya.
Thank you.
You can see the depth in these. These cards stand up, and they're really, really nice. So you can see the styles, designs. Look, this is on a bag. What is that, Tanya?
That's wait, the bag or the
The bag.
that's Jack Skellington glow in the dark coaster.
Okay, this is a coaster. That's cool. This is a Spooka Huffalump. Oh,
And that glows in the dark also.
wow. Look at that. Foolish mortals. Yes, very good. This is really, look, sarcasm. This is the way. Oh, yeah, baby. You bet it is. Thinking of you at this difficult time. Yes, folks. And that's just page 1, page 2. There are more items that will be added to this as she does. But she doesn't have her tumblers on here. And she doesn't have some of the other screen art that she does. And it's
Oh,
being
yeah.
added slowly.
The tumblers I took down because I sold out because I only did one of each because I wanted to test to see if anybody would be interested. But yeah.
Yeah, if you can think it, she can do it. So it's
Oh
absolutely
yeah.
awesome.
Very cool.
So yes, folks, I know we went off, but we did it because it's family right here, and I will always, always do that. I do want to say that we are nearing the very end of the program because we do have to finish up. We're down to 10 minutes. I want to thank everyone that joined us today. I know the big dog had technical issues, and it wasn't me kicking him off, as some people say that it is, but it wasn't. He said he got kicked out again, but I'm not able to get in this time. I've tried 4 times. I guess I'm going to call it for today. Everyone have a great rest of your weekend. Have fun, and more importantly, be safe. So Matt did talk earlier about the morning meds are there, and he should do a voiceover of Transformers for Optimus Prime. Do you still have your beard, Speedy? So we'll see if he does comment on that. But folks, again, Tanya, thank you. I appreciate you sharing your voice with us, as well as you, Sports Sister, Anime Girl, NorCal Girl. Of course, Big Dog was on with us earlier. Gridiron Girl as well. Everyone in the chat room, Matt Alvarez, Michael, Lukey's, Elway7.
My friend from North Carolina was watching earlier as well. I got a message from
awesome.
Who's that?
him. Jeff Zachary.
But they didn't say hi in the chat room.
No, he's a very private individual.
Well, that is absolutely awesome. I would give him a shout out on air, but it's all good. So hopefully, Tanya, we'll see a lot of imagery from your trip to Europe. Are you only going to go to France, or are you going to hit some other states out there, other countries?
No, it's on a very tight budget, so.
No, I hear.
Yeah. Plus, she's decided she doesn't want to cross that little strip of water called the Channel because she's heard that the British still hunt individuals for spears and things. So she didn't want to come here.
Originally, I was going to fly into London, spend like a day there, and then take the train to Paris.
Yeah,
that was a plan.
You don't want to be doing that. That train's been having a lot of problems.
That's
Really?
what I heard. So
Yeah, there's been a lot of stuff going on.
However, I do have plans at some point to head over to London because I would love to visit.
The world traveler that my older sister is sends, have fun in Paris. It's a great city. Yeah, she's been to Europe several times. As a matter of fact, when I didn't exactly house sit for her, but I did a little bit. I would collect the mail. And when she went out of town, she had 2 cars that need to be taken care of. And she said, hey, look, if you want to go ahead, to keep them on or whatever, you can go ahead and use either one of my cars. And I looked at him. I said, either one? She's like, yeah. I had the choice of a Ford Ranger truck and a Mercedes-Benz SL7 or something. It's the 2-seater with the big engine up front. Which one was it, Rose? What was that one? And I'm like, oh, I have the choice. I used that car. I did not drive the Ranger even once. I don't even think I turned it on. I drove that car for 2 weeks, and I got so much shit from so many coworkers. They were like, oh, that's money he's stealing from his client. That's how stupid the engineers are. That's how stupid they were. Oh, the SI 320. I'm sorry. See, what do I know? Just enjoy your trip, Chania. Just don't speed like Roger did in Alaska. I did one day. I almost made friends with the Alaska State Troopers. I'm like, oh, I seen you on TV. You are awesome. I'm a tourist.
You have a ticket.
No, didn't get a ticket because I lucked out. But anyway.
The problem is with the gendarmerie in France, they haven't got a sense of humor.
What happened?
They severely lack a sense of humor.
The police in France do not have a sense of humor, Anime Girl says.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'll make.
And if you go to the Arc de Triomphe, Do it on foot or by bus. Do not drive down the Champs-Élysées and join the roundabout round the Arc de Triomphe because you'll be there for eternity. They don't like
And
you getting off.
Yep.
I said I am never going to drive in Europe because I will never figure out this whole driving on the wrong side of the road thing.
Well, they drive on the same side of the road as you do.
In Paris?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Still, nah. I'm not driving. I get road rage. I don't want anything to happen out there.
Oh, I tell you what, in France, you'll be at home then. They love a bit of road rage in France. I mean, you know, last time I was in Paris, I don't think I saw one car without a dented fender somewhere, front or rear.
God. Yeah, no, we're gonna be doing a lot of walking or riding bicycles.
Well, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting.
Yes.
Enjoy.
Thank you.
Yeah. If I was going to suggest any city in Europe to visit, I would say Vienna in Austria.
Well, I agree with you with Vienna.
She says public transportation is good in Paris. It's extensive networks. It's unreal. If you ever had a chance, you know what, Tanya? I'm going to send you it's RM Transit. Real good guy. Really, he visits the transits of the world, transit systems of the world, and he did one on the well. Actually, I think he's done 3 on Paris, right? Anime Girl, because you have the subways, which are extensive,
the
light
metro
rail, the commuter, and then you have the fast ones. I forget what they are called right now. But look, guys, I'm sorry. Hers was black. That's what I drove for 2 weeks. Oh my God, it was beautiful. And forgive me, there was a moment I was leaving her house after I was picking up the mail, and I stopped at the stop sign. See you later, Matt. Hopefully we'll see you again real soon.
See you later, buddy.
Someone crossed my path, and I'm like waiting at the stop sign, and I noticed. I was like, oh, wow. And, you know, she was looking at the car, and she crossed the street, got halfway, and then came back. And I was like, holy shit, it's the car. It's the car. Because the first time she went by, she's like, oh, she saw me. And then when she stopped and saw the car, I was like, oh, okay. So and I've told that story before. Man, that car had pickup power. But I joked that she went the first time like, and when she came back, but it is a nice car. And when she got to the curb, boom, I took off.
Oh my God.
Oh man. I mean, I put the car in gear and drove off.
Of course you did.
Lucy says Metro's the way to go.
Yeah,
but
you
yeah,
probably
her
left
car
half
was
the
black.
tires behind, but yeah, you drove off.
That was a great car. Now, when I was driving the car, what was so funny is one of the brake lights went out, and I went into one of the auto shops and I said, oh, I'm here. I need to get the brake light. The bulb went out for a blah, 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 this and this. And when I went in, the guy said, there's no such model. You talking about that one out there? That's that. I said, oh, well, as you can tell, I'm house sitting for someone. That's what I thought. Obviously, I'm not the owner. I'm house sitting. The guy didn't even smirk, man. Because it was, I'd like to get a brake light for my car that was over the, you got the wrong number. I'm house sitting.
I used to own a Mercedes at one time, you know.
Yeah, but tanks don't count.
Oh, yeah, actually, you say that. The car that I owned was called the little Panther, the little tank.
I think you told me that. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe we'll get a chance to see that one next time. Folks, I do want to finish up. We're down to 1 minute. We are closing in at 10 a.m. Pacific time. Again, thank you all. It was a lot of fun again. We got a lot of good stuff. We had some good conversations here this morning. And folks, like I said, the only time I take myself seriously is when it comes to the NDB Media name. Otherwise, I don't take myself seriously. I love being a part of this. I love doing this. I live for this. And it's not the program. It's everyone. Everyone in the chat room, everyone watching us after the fact that sends us comments, and everyone who's on with me. That's what I live for. And nothing's ever going to change. Yes, I am a moody bastard. But you know what? I try to do right by most.
That's funny.
Other than that,
about me.
Yeah, no, I said about me. Now, funny though, that's what I mean. The hosts don't take themselves seriously, folks. We gotta end this one. We'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.
Bye.
Yep. Live long and